loves? It's your girl Violetta, and thank you so much for 41,000 subscribers. I'm not going to do my usual trying on like when I did for the 30 pair of tights where I put them on top of each other because my legs were going so numb. So instead I have exactly 41 pairs of tights. I mean, what a coincidence. And my storage was just full, so I had to delete a couple of things. But anyways, I'm back. So I thought we'd do a little tights collection video instead, because what is the coincidence that I actually have exactly 41 pairs of tights? Unless I counted them wrong, but I hope not. I currently have a mess right in front of me. Like, all of them just like flew down. And obviously those aren't all the tights. I still have a lot in here. These tights, I don't even know how old they are. If you watch one of my first tights collection videos, these are probably all from that time. But I have some of my new tights in here as well. By new, I mean tights that I got last year as well. But like, some of these are from 2016, back when I was a young person. I feel so old now. It was my birthday like almost exactly a week ago, so 6 days ago. I'm now 26 years old, so yay, happy birthday to me. So which pairs of tights should we start off with? I guess, okay, these ones are the ones that I pulled out first. These are the Elegant Conte Women's Collection Seduction Fantasy tights. I think that my auntie actually got these for me last year for my name day, so let's try them on first. So these are the first pair of tights that we'll be trying on. I love the little lace detailing here and then the polka dots. Oh my gosh, polka dots have become my new obsession. Like, if I'm going to be wearing any tights this year, it's definitely going to be polka dot tights. Why, you may ask? Well, actually, if you check out my bougie birthday photo shoot on a budget, which I filmed on the day after my birthday as well, I think it's my second most recent video. So if you check that out, you will see the tights that I have been wearing a lot. I can't even tell you which tights they are exactly because I can't remember. Okay, so for the size, which size did I actually get? Probably medium, because medium's always the safest. Actually, no, I got a size 2, which is a size small. But I'm so excited. And these are 20 denier. And when my auntie was buying these for me, she was asking what are some popular tights for young girls nowadays. And these ones were recommended to her. I don't think I've actually reached out for these too much because I wish the lace detailing was like a tad bit shorter. When I'll put them on, you will be able to see that. But wow, like these, like some of my tights are a lot cheaper because as I said, some of these tights are from back in 2016, back when I was like working part-time while still going to school. So I couldn't really afford like nice tights, but these, like whenever I'm putting on like nice tights, I'm like, the quality of these, because I'm still like expecting like them to be like rough and stuff. I don't know why. Like my most worn tights during those years when I was younger as well were the Ambrea Bucci ones, like the nude colored ones, like forever whenever I was going out somewhere because my legs were so pale. Now I've got a bit of a tan, so yeah. Okay. You know what, now that I'm putting them on, they do look really nice. They like, maybe the lace detailing isn't too big, but I'll show you what I mean. As always, I am wearing shorts underneath, so if you think you see something, you don't see anything. Okay, so I feel like this skirt is a little bit long, but this is my OG skirt. Okay, I put the camera a little bit lower. So I feel like this lace detailing, like it looks really nice, right? I see why it has the word seduction in it because it kind of has that stocking illusion, but I wish that this lace detailing was like a tad bit more like this size, you know? I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like that looks way nicer because I feel like this is too long. Like I still like it, and I feel like once I'm looking at myself like wearing it in the camera, it looks really nice. And oh my god, it's so soft, but it does have a couple runs in it already. If you can see it here, let me come closer. And like all my pile of tights is just here and I'm just casually like standing in them right now. And I'm scared that I'm gonna slip and fall. See, it has like a couple of runs here. I don't have any open-toed tights. All of them are reinforced. I haven't filmed a video of tights in so long. I forgot all of the terms. So I'm like all new to this again. I feel like we should rate these tights as well. So what do I rate these ones? Okay, I know I said that I wish that this part was smaller, but like honestly, like the quality of it and the fact that they have polka dots, and like I do like the stocking illusion effect. I just wish it was smaller. So we'll give it a 9.5. Like they're still like amazing tights, and like they feel super super nice. And this is what's popular nowadays. Like count me in. I'm on that boat. I'm on the popular boat, okay? This is what they look like from my point of view. Here's that lace detailing, a closer up. Now, when you touch this part, you can kind of feel like it's bumpy because of all the polka dots. And this part obviously feels a lot more fishnetty, and you can kind of see it in the stitching as well. And I've also recently become a big fan of wearing cotton underwear because I heard that it's a lot more healthy for you. And then I decided to check on my underwear and it was all polyester, so I had to throw out most of it and get cotton underwear. And I'm reading here now that the gusset is cotton as well, so yippee for that. Never really paid attention to stuff like this before, but now I'm a lot more aware of it because I like to be, I'm at this age, you know, when I want to be extra healthy and take care of myself. So again, 9.5 out of 10. And will we put on shoes like we used to do? I guess we will. That didn't go very far. Anyways, it's out of my way, so it's fine. Again, back with our OG skirt or OG heels from Shein that are too big for me. I love these heels so much, but I could never wear them out anywhere because like my foot would just keep coming out of it. Like I can walk a little bit in my room, but if I go outside, even with this, I got this kind of gel thing to put inside of it. Even with this, like around the room, I can kind of like clench my toes so that the shoe stays on. But outside, it's not an easy work, especially if you know the roads here in Ireland. They're not straight anywhere at all. So it would be very, very dangerous for me to go out with these shoes. Okay. I feel like when I put on these shoes, I just feel like so nice. I feel like so pretty because I feel so tall, and I feel like I look a lot slimmer as well when I put these on. Ooh, so this skirt I got in Dunnes like a long time ago, so it's probably not available anymore, but this top I got in Shirley. Also, for the tights that I can't find, I will leave them down in the description below because a lot of these tights I got when I was working with the tight spot. I am actually getting a few more tights, so if you want to, feel free to subscribe because I have a lot more tights content coming up soon because it is the autumn time and I do tend to wear tights in the autumn and winter time. I don't really wear them in the summer, especially not this summer because it's been like 30 degrees. I'm sorry, but like I don't want to like be sweating in my tights. Also, I'm thinking of doing another video because someone had told me that I should wash my tights and then freeze them so that to prevent tears and like these little snags. So we'll try to do that in another video as well if you're interested. So anyways, here's a little 360, a little model walk. I have my treadmill here. I could like do a little walk, but like at the same time, I don't really want to walk right now. Anyways, let's continue on with our next pair of tights. So, okay, let's do a little random selection. Okay, what did we pick? Okay, so next, I think this might have been from the tight spot. Again, I'll leave a link for everything that is from the tight spot down below because I do have a discount code for it, everything, which I will also leave in the description box. So next up, we'll try the 15 denier Ozma Super 15 stretch sheer tights pantyhose transparente. And I got these in a size 3, so a size medium. All my sizing here is like very random, but like usually I am a size small to medium, depending on the brand. It's kind of like, I want to say the same for shoes, but actually I know I'm a size 4 for shoes and everything. So let's try these on. I did just recently clean out my room, which I also filmed a video of, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do that as well. And on my kind of goals thing, I want to be a lot more organized, but somehow I would get organized for one video and then suddenly everything just starts going everywhere again. So let's do this now, because I know later on I won't even know which box everything goes in, because I'll have to try on the tights again to be able to see that. Okay, so first pair of tights done. On to our second pair. As I was saying, we're going to try these Super 15 Osmo tights in the size medium. I don't think I've actually worn these tights anywhere. Or maybe I have, because they have a lot of cat hair on them. This is how I judge how often I wear tights. Now, black sheer tights kind of just go with everything. These are a staple for, I think, everybody to have in their wardrobe. But I do have, I'm looking now at everything in front of me, I do have a lot of kind of tights, you know, with the black back seam going on. And that's another, apart from the polka dot tights that I wore on my birthday, that's another pair of tights that I've been obsessed with. Oh, gotta get the toe area just right. You know what, maybe now when I get my next pair of tights, as soon as I get them, I'm going to wash them and do them in the freezer, because like now I'm looking at all of them and all of them have kind of like little runs going through them. I'm like, we want our tights perfect. Now I'm not going to get rid of these because they're not ripped, but oh my god, the amount of snags in them. Yeah, I've definitely worn them a lot, and I've probably worn them with a longer skirt that just kept like, you know, rubbing off it, because that seems to happen quite a lot. Okay, I have white cat hair here, but my cat is gray and on the lighter side of gray, but these are just like pure white. And I'm sorry guys, but I'm not going gray yet. I'm not, I know I said I'm getting older and more mature, but I didn't mean I'm getting that much older. Ta-da! Now let's put on our shoes. I have another pair of shoes actually that I haven't really worn, and I feel like since this outfit is so plain, those shoes might actually be okay with this outfit. I got this pair and this pair recently. These ones do have a little bit of an open toe, but I feel like, because I don't usually like to wear open-toed shoes with tights, because obviously you can see the tights then, but like sometimes it just doesn't bother me. So, and I really like these pink ones a lot more than the blue ones, because they're pink. Girls gotta love pink. Also, my favorite colors are yellow, pink. Yellow and pink. So obviously these are going to be one of my favorite shoes. Also, when I got these shoes off of a Vinted, and the girl, I can tell already, like the little gel cushioning for shoes that don't fit exactly, she had it in here as well. Now, when I was trying to put these on before, when I didn't have tights on, oh my god, my toes were not happy about these shoes. But now they're fine. But like they're really they're really going out. Okay. I feel like this pop of color looks really nice actually. Anyways, this is a tights review, not a shoes review. But I just feel like when you have a nice pair of heels with your tights, they just, you know, it gets extra points then, you know, it gets extra brownie points. Oh, that wasn't the nice sound, that was them scraping against each other. So, what do I think of these tights? They're actually really, really soft. I don't know, based on the packaging, I wasn't too big of a fan of the packaging. I feel like the packaging looks kind of cheap because of the bright yellow neon colors. But like, feeling it, they feel nice. They feel really nice. And like the snags, there's just one here, and as I said, then the rest are kind of like here, but that's just from the fabric constantly rubbing off them. So what do we rate these tights? Okay, for these ones, we'll give a 9 out of 10 because I don't think I had as many runs on that one. But that could be just because of the lacing that was here, so it's not as noticeable there, because, you know, it's more fishnetty kind of material, so it wouldn't really have kind of snags like this or runs like this. So these ones I will give a 9 out of 10. They are just regular sheer tights. I love, like, sometimes sheer tights can have like a not so nice color underneath. Like back when in the days when I was buying cheaper tights, they would give my legs a gray undertone, but these ones give a nice kind of warm tan undertone. Like, they don't make me look like a dead person wearing tights. I look very much alive. So 9 out of 10 for these tights. Excuse the fact that one of my toes isn't painted. Yesterday it just came off. Anyways, this is what it looks like from my point of view, and still lots of hair everywhere. But like, they're so soft, they're so soft. Now another little dip in our little... Ooh! So these ones I definitely got from the Tight Spot. And these are the Aristo Ultra Shine... Oh, forgot how to talk. Aristo Ultra Shine for a polished leg look. They're 10 denier stockings. So I guess this video is kind of like tights and stockings. But like, they basically go kind of in the same category, right? Okay, so attractive, ribbed, topped, and shadow toes. Ultra Shine 10 denier stockings have an attractive ribbed top for improved comfort and fit. Knitted using high quality yarns and hand finished with a beautiful soft handle. Okay, which part is the handle? I wish these were black. I love black stockings. I'm not too big of a fan of nude stockings. Like, I still love them, right? Because sometimes I just don't want to wear tights. So here is that ribbed material that they were talking to about the top. Not sure which part they mean by handles. The inside does feel rough, like when I put my hand through it, but the outside feels really smooth. But we'll still check on that as well when we put it on. And here is our reinforced toe area. They're quite long. What size is this actually? I was about to be like, oh my god, I didn't put my last pair of tights. I'm still wearing them. Ah, the black ones look so good. I wish I had gotten the black ones. And for the size, I got them in a size small and medium. Illusion. So is it an illusion that they're a size small and medium? Anyways, let's put these on. So let's put these on. And these ones do, because like some tights they're just like straight, and some they kind of have a distinct foot shape. These ones are one of the ones with that distinct foot shape, so you know which is the front and the back. After this video, I'm definitely gonna get my pedicure done. Oh my god, they're so shiny. No, but like, I'm actually shocked. I don't know why, but I thought, like, when I was taking them out, like, they don't look that shiny to me. But on, oh my gosh, they're so shiny. But the ribbing could have been a little bit bigger, but if I actually had a proper garter, then it would stretch it out. But like, I feel like it wouldn't be too even. But like, oh my god, they have that kind of oil look. They're not even like ultra shiny, they have that oily look. Okay. And this is our now third pair. But like, do you see what I mean? Like, they're like very thin, but like if I were to pull them up, they would go higher up with the garter, but like it just wouldn't be so even. I love like stockings that have the silicone on the inside rather than the ones that you have to use the hold-ups for, because I have hold-ups somewhere. Keyword somewhere. I haven't seen them in quite a while. Maybe when I start packing for my new house. Fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. Make sure to watch throughout this whole video to support me in buying my dream home so I can find my stockings. We have a goal here together. I can definitely pull them up all the way up to here, which is as far as I can get them. Which size is this again? Small, medium. So I'd say these are pretty accurate in sizing because they fit me quite well. But like, I don't know if you can see on camera how like oily they look, but oh my god. They even have like, I've noticed that like more oily kind of ones, they have this kind of like residue on them. Someone told me before they were supposed to wash it off, but I feel like if I wash it off, I'm gonna wash that oily looking thing off of them. And like, it doesn't bother me. It's not like ew, like, oh my gosh. I mean, maybe if someone who doesn't wear tights regularly and isn't really aware of these, you'd kind of be like when you push it down, you can't feel it, but it's when you go up, you can kind of feel that. It's not, it's kind of, I don't even know how to explain. It just feels oily, like, but it doesn't feel oily like if you put your hand in a pan and then there's like a bunch of oil. It's like a sticky kind of oily, but it's only that you can feel it like while you're rubbing it. Like you can't feel any residue on your hands or anything, so it's definitely like not transferred. There we go. I'm forgetting English as well. I haven't talked to myself in a while. You know, I haven't talked to some intellectual people in a while. And I know that I have someone who always comments and tells me like the history and like the reason behind everything in tights, and I am so grateful to you because I enjoy learning more about tights because it's actually like such cool information that I wouldn't even know how to go about researching myself because I just do not know how to use Google. Anyway, now I decided to put on the blue shoes. I feel like these are a little bit maybe paler than my original skin tone, but I could be wrong. Like they just look like a different shade. I feel like they look more like olive green skin tone, while I'm a little bit more warmer skin tone. Like I don't have that green undertone, but like I feel like on my legs now it does look like I have a green undertone. Okay, let's fix that camera. Do you see them sliding down? Again, they don't have the silicone in them, so like it's expected, but still. Walk, 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 walk. Walk, 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 walk. You know when your dogs are walking on the floor and then they're like click, 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 with their nails? I feel like I'm doing that, but with my heels right now. But like, do you see when they slid down like to the perfect length where they're just like a little bit visible, so it's like a little bit cheeky. So what do I rate these ones? I'm gonna say a 9 out of 10. Like I know that they're like supposed to be hold-ups, not stockings with silicone in them, but like I'm still kind of upset because like I love how shiny they are. I love this color. I feel like it is a little bit on the darker side, which is going to be perfect for the wintertime when I want my legs a little bit darker. So yeah, this one, I'm getting quite good reviews for all of these. Again, I think I got these from the Tight Spot as well, so I'll leave a link for them down below in the description. I don't know why I said it like that. I like to put on accents from time to time. Okay, so that's another pair. And here they are from my point of view. These ones actually have not a single snag in them. Like not even along, like sometimes I have a bad experience of having them like along here, but like they're actually completely perfect. And these shoes look so good. Okay, next we have a pair of Wolford tights. I have these in a size medium. This color is Racing Red. I have the green version. I should have the green version somewhere here. Maybe I should review them right after each other. Yeah, because these are exactly the same, just in two different colors. I love to wear this one for St. Patrick's Day because it's like so hard to find a top that's green. Like it's not hard to find a top that's green, but it just doesn't look that nice. But I feel like with tights, and especially since these are quite sheer, they look really, really well. Like they look kind of dark now, but once I put them on, I promise they look a lot better. But anyways, we're gonna go with the red color first. I also love this for like a Valentine's Day or for a Christmas, or sometimes, I don't know if you guys do this, but for like New Year's, you know, you're supposed to like from 31st until the 1st, you're supposed to wear a certain color because it'll attract something for that specific year. Tights are such an easy way to do that. And it's also, I just love, like, for me, New Year's is such a tight season because everybody that I know is wearing tights. So let's try these ones on. The green ones and the red ones are going to be quite similar in the description. So these are 20 denier shimmering extra wide waistband satin touch. And I got mine in a size medium for the red and a size medium for the green ones as well. I remember back when I didn't have Wolfords and I just started filming these tights videos and everyone's like, try Wolfords, try Wolfords. And like at first, like honestly, like yeah, the quality is great, but like the price for them, I might have bought the green ones myself, or I might have gotten them sponsored. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they were on sale because people like to comment for me telling me when things are going on sale as well, especially for the sheer text tights. I've gotten 2 pairs. I could have gotten 5 almost, but like when I was ordering, like they said like order confirmed, and then like after a month they were like, hey, sorry, we don't actually have 4 of these other tights. We'll refund you. Because like they were like, could we get you another one? But like at that point everything was already full priced again, or they were all like large, which is like, when I'm a small medium, mostly small, but sometimes medium. Large is just like, sheer text tights, if you ever try them on, they are quite high already. So then like I'd be wearing them up to here, which isn't really a look that I'm going for. So this color was Racing Red, I believe. Scooch. It is such a vibrant color. I don't know, for me it feels like it has like a little bit of a pink hue in it. It's not completely red. I do have some red tights as well. Okay, and I remember for the first one, Recreate Skin Wear since 1950s. I remember the first ones mentioned that the gusset is 100% cotton, but none of the other ones have said that. And now that I'm looking at it, it just says 88% polyamide / nylon and 12% elastin. But it doesn't say anything about the gusset. And I'm not that advanced in knowing my textiles that I can tell by feel of it. Oh, even this one has a snag. Now, the ones that I told you that I thought that looked like really cheap, they didn't have a single snag, not a single run in them. These ones also look very, yeah, they have that shimmer kind of like that it says on the packaging. It's not oily look and it's not like shiny. It's like literally like a shimmer, like a little glistening, like little, yeah, shimmer, basically just a shimmer, like the way water shimmers. I hope you can see on camera. Like I always say, I hope you can see on camera, and like 90% of the time you can. But like since my camera is like this tiny and it's like a meter away from me, I cannot even see myself, so I don't know what everybody else is seeing right now. It does have the reinforced toe area. Yeah, you can see the kind of line very, very faintly, very, very faintly. Now here they are from my point of view. Very, very nice. Do you see that shimmer? Do you see that shimmer? Like I can see the kind of like glow of them. But like, damn, they look really extra red. But they definitely do have like a pinkishy hue. And as I said, it has a very, very faint line here where it is reinforced. I'm in such a good mood. I had sent my work a form to fill out that they need to fill out for if I want to apply for a mortgage. And I just got an email that they're gonna get right onto it. And then they said, thank you, and thank you 3 times at the end of it, which is so funny. I don't think they meant to do that, but like, that makes me feel extra nice. This is a nice little morning. I decided to put on my OG black heels again from Shein because I feel like the other colors would just clash too much with this and it would just look like a little bit like not so stylish, and I like to be extra stylish. My YouTube happens to be a lot of crocheting, cleaning, fashion, and tights. Those are like the 4 categories that I love covering. But like, all the tights so far have actually really been great quality. It's once we get to the bag that the quality is going to go a little bit. So obviously they're Wolfords. What do you guys expect? Obviously they're a 10 out of 10. Like, did I say they have a snag? Because like, now I can't see it. From this angle, I can't see. When I was sitting down, I could see it better. But like from this angle, I cannot see a single snag. And oh my god, that shimmer. Okay, model walk. Okay, we do not want it poking out. Okay. Okay, and now let's try on the green ones so that we have a quick little comparison, and if you are planning on getting any Wolfords. I noticed that this specific color seems to go on sale quite often as well. Like this Satin Touch 20 tights in this shimmer version. They seem to go, like, I think they're usually €40, but I think I got them for €20. I believe so. This was like 1 or 2 years ago that I got them, so my memory isn't that great. I can't remember. I want to say I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, but I have the same breakfast every day, so I do remember it. Anyways, let's try on the green pair. And I forgot to show you, this is the waistband that they have for them. And I don't know why, but I feel like it's so cute that they have this little tag for them. Like, I don't know, it just feels different from other tights. But at the same time, it's annoying because I hate these things. Like, you know, when you're putting them on and then suddenly it'll just like poke out and you have a little tail. Like, that just makes it look like not so nice. And this is our gusset area, and then this is our toe area. Again, you can see the kind of like translucent reinforced toe kind of line there as well. Oh, yeah. They're so long. I feel like we already know that I'm gonna give these tights a good review. I'm like, what is that black thing in the corner? But that's just my TV. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've had a little bit of coffee to drink. I haven't eaten anything, but I've had coffee. Coffee. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. Like, I've seen coffee. Comment down below if you know where that is from. It is so cold, but that's okay. No. Do you know where that is from? No. So funny. I've seen people like hating on that movie, but it's low-key like a comedy. It's like a very scary comedy. Oh my god. And like, if you have watched that movie, that like, you know what I'm talking about, that jump scare in the car. Oof. Oof. Like, I was waiting for it, and then I kind of forgot about it. And then when it happened, I screamed. I literally screamed, and I was in the cinema. I don't know if anyone else screamed because I wouldn't have heard it over my own scream. And then my husband was laughing at me. He was like, oh, you screamed. But it's like, because it's a jump scare. Okay. So, obviously, the other ones I feel like were, like, I feel like these ones are a lot more sheer than the other ones, but it could have just been the color, because, you know, that one is more reddish color, and I feel like that's the undertones that I have. Like, remember when I was telling you olive green undertones versus warm undertones? I feel like because I have a more warm undertone, those tights looked a lot more warm. They are a warm color as well, but these ones, I don't know, maybe I'm just not like a cool toned color person. Yeah. Remember how I was complaining about the tail, like, oh, it's so annoying, like, it's gonna be poking out in the back? I've put these tights on backwards. The tail is in the front. Maybe there's a reason they have the tail, you know, so people put it on the right way. Yikes. It's okay. And my skirt is going somewhere else. Okay, let's check for runs in these. No runs at all. Now, these are tights that I've worn twice now for St. Patrick's Day, or maybe once. I definitely wore them last year, or at least I wore them for a filming video. Not a single run in them. That's good. We like that. I feel like they kind of give me like sheer black tights. Like, the red ones were clearly red, but these ones, they're just so subtle. Like, the green is so subtle, which is why I said that these would be perfect for St. Patrick's Day if you don't know how to incorporate green into your outfits. Like, it's easy just to wear a black dress and then like these tights and then whatever black shoes you have, or like whatever, any color you want, because like they're just so sheer. It's not even noticeable. Model. Every time that I put on heels, that's literally how I feel. Like, you don't need a lot to elevate your outfit as long as you have a good pair of black heels, a good pair of black platform heels. You're set to go. Model walk, model walk. I've noticed in videos of people filming walking from behind, I'm very like, I walk like this. Well, I don't walk like this, I walk like this. Like, I thought it looked nice. I thought I walk like, you know, like very like normally, but I look like I'm like all cramped up in the shoulders and then my legs are like but let's do that now. Okay, I don't have a lot of walking space here. Anyways, what do I rate these tights? A 10 out of 10, honestly. Like, they have not a single run in them. They give quite a sheer black tights kind of feeling to me. Like when I'm wearing them, like obviously when I look down I can see that they're green, but they're not like green, you know, it's not like in your face. So that's why they're a 10 out of 10, because they're really easy to style and they're green. Something a little bit different. So now on to our next pair. Ah! Let's do these ones. These are the ones that I wore for my birthday. These ones, I don't know why. I've just been obsessed with them. Like I've had other polka dot tights, like, well, like the Seduction ones, but those ones were a lot more black. These ones are nude with black polka dots. And they just really do something to me, okay? I just really love them. Like, I used to love these tights a lot because they have the whole back seam thing going on and there's stocking illusion and they have cute little bows at the top of them. I never would have picked myself for being such a huge fan of polka dots, especially since I'm not really a big fan of like polka dot clothing in general. I don't know, I just, lots of dots, it just does something to my head that I don't like. But these tights, like when I'm looking at it, I'm just like, I don't really know. But when I put them on, I love them. I'm in love. So let's put them on. So we've currently done 5 pairs of tights so far, and now we're on pair number 6. I'm trying to keep count of them so that once we get to number 41, I know that I definitely have 41 pairs of tights, because maybe I just don't know how to count. So these are the Falke M powder, size medium powder, fashion tights, 15 denier appearance. Again, I think I got these from the Thai spot, so I will leave them down below. No, yeah, I'm pretty certain, yeah, that I got them from there. And again, as I said, I used these in my in my birthday photo shoot. Bougie on a budget photo shoot. So make sure to check out that video. And make sure to follow me on Instagram as well if you aren't already, because I don't think I showed like the final results or the pictures in that video. So if you want to see them, you have to check out my Instagram, which I will leave down in the description as well. Now, I feel like these are a lot on the paler side in terms of the nudeness, and I feel like they have a lot more of a yellow undertone, and they definitely look a lot more matte or powdery, as it was written on the packaging. Sometimes they write such words, and I feel like, wow, I've just added another tights vocabulary word. A tights word to my vocabulary. I'm really forgetting how to speak. But like, yeah, none of them. Okay, I'm gonna have to show you the gusset of this one afterwards because I just realized it, and I've never seen a gusset like that. Anyways, let's put them on. I feel like these are my only pair of nude tights that have polka dots on them. So maybe these aren't the best ones, but like these are the only ones that I have. And again, they don't have a single run in them. I don't think this brand is too much on the expensive side. Not as expensive as the Wolfords. I think they're the most expensive ones that I have, apart from the sheer text. But like when I was buying the sheer text, they were like on a really big sale and I got them for like €5. Very good deal, I know. But like I don't really reach out for them too much because they're so thick. But like when I went on their website, those are the only ones that were still available in my size. So anyways, these tights, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10. As I said, these are my favorite pair of tights at the moment. And for my birthday photo shoot, I actually did wear these heels with them and another dress, my little birthday dress that I actually got at the start of the year in Zara because they were having an anniversary sale. Like, I feel like the polka dots are so subtle in like their design, and like if you're not like a really big like fashion person, just throw on a skirt and a top and the tights do all of the work. Like they pull the whole thing together. I feel like that's like for every outfit in general, but especially the polka dots, I don't know. And like I feel like they're a seasonal thing, like, you know, like black tights, like opaque tights, black tights, I feel like they're more for winter rather than for summer. I feel like sheer tights are better for summer, especially like the lower than ears. But like I feel like these are like for all time of year, especially like the nude tights in general. Maybe that's why I feel like they're for all time of year. As I said, 1000 out of 10. Model walk, model walk. Okay, we haven't started yet. Can you tell I can't walk in these heels? To be fair, I don't have a lot of space. Like if I had, okay, the shoe almost came off. Do you see why I wouldn't be able to go outside in these? I can walk backwards very perfectly, but not forwards. Okay, next pair. Okay, so I was looking at my pair of tights, right? And I was like, why do I have two pairs of the same tights? Because I was just reading the word opulence on them. I got both of these pairs from Dunnes Stores and they were both €6. A very good deal. I'm pretty sure I got them for during December I do Vlogmas, so I post every day of the month. So make sure if you are a person who enjoys watching Vlogmas, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Anyways, I got these during that time because I felt like these, I don't know, shimmery just kind of, again, reminds me of New Year's. So I guess we'll try out these tights next. I don't think I was too big of a fan of these, but like, you know, when you see somebody else wearing it and you're like, damn, that looks good. Yeah, once I think my sister tried it on and I was like, oh my god, they look so good. Like, oh, give them back to me. But when I'm wearing them, I feel like they don't look that good to me. But I don't know. It could be just the thing, like, you know, when you see someone else, like, you know, when you see someone else with short hair and then you're like, okay, I need short hair, and then you cut short. But then afterwards you see someone with long hair and then you're like, god damn it, why did I cut my hair? I want it long again. Just like me right now with the blonde hair. I regret going blonde. I'm like, I miss my natural hair. I actually recently posted a little short about that as well. Make sure to check it out as well. So let's try out these ones first because I know that I'm gonna like these ones. Well, I think I did. So let's try these ones. First, let's do a little point of view. Like, I feel like they look extra pale on camera, but like whenever I'm editing, they actually look completely fine. But yeah, this is what they look like from my point of view. Not a single run or snag or anything in them, and I've definitely worn these out a good couple of times, so they're definitely worth the money. Remember how I was saying the Wolfords have that little tail at the end? These ones also have one, but theirs doesn't go up, it goes along the side, which I prefer a lot more. So maybe these tights are bougie. I cannot remember the price of any of them. I just know that if it's Dunnes, probably like no more than €15. But everything else is, I don't know, I just know that Wolfords are expensive, okay? Because I just remember looking at the prices and sometimes some of their tights are like €100 and it's like, who would actually pay €100? Because like, oh right, I was going to show you the inside of these. Oh my gosh. The gusset area. Like, I've never seen a gusset like this. Like, maybe that just means that it's a lot more breathable, but like usually they're just like, you know, one single material and that's it, but this one has like little holes in it. Like, that is so cool. So basically, I feel like these tights are very much up there in quality because, as I said, not a single run in them. The color is great. The quality is amazing. And then that gusset for extra breathability. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now. Now on to pair number 7. For number 7, I have the Dunnes Stores Opulence Luxury Fashion Tights with a silver sparkle touch 20 denier appearance. And they have a comfort waistband. They're luxury fashion tights, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. It doesn't say anything about the gusset. Obviously, since these tights are completely covered in sparkles, they are quite rough, which is to be expected. And they have a little red stitching. Like the other ones all had, like, you know, that little tail thing. This one has a little red stitching to tell you which is the back. Well, I'm assuming that's why it is there. Actually, I'm not too sure because it also seems to have it in the front. These ones also seem to be a lot more covered in cat hair than all the other tights, but maybe that's again because they're like, oh yeah, because they have that sparkle. And I said it's a lot more rough material, so the cat hair is like really getting stuck to it. So this is another little downside to these tights, but when I look at them, they just remind me of like, they look very overstimulating in the sparkle. I don't think they looked that overstimulating on camera, but in person, maybe when I show you guys the close-up, then you'll see. Because remember, as I was saying, as I literally just said like 5 seconds ago, that on camera they didn't look as overstimulating as they did look in person. Like, they remind me of a galaxy, an overstimulating galaxy. As I said, they're very, very rough, and like they don't have runs in them, but like you can see that the stitching is like lines, which I think is adding to that kind of like overstimulation, because like looking at them actually is just like, you know, like when you feel like you're shaking inside, that's what it feels like when I look at these tights. But as I said, when my sister had them on, then suddenly I wanted them back. They also feel like, when I have them on right now, they feel itchy. Like when I was putting my hand in through them, they didn't feel that itchy on the inside. They mostly felt itchy on the outside. But like having them on now, they do feel quite itchy and like hot. They feel a little hot. So these ones I wouldn't really recommend. I don't think I'd be able to like wear them for a long period of time, even if I'm sitting, because as I said, it feels like it's getting really hot and itchy wearing them. Now these were €6, but like I've had cheaper tights that are better quality than this, but they do look kind of nice. Like when I look in the mirror, they look gorgeous. When I look down, I actually want to throw up with how sparkly they look. I'm going to try and show you from my point of view, and hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. Like, from my point of view, they look even more sparkly than it's showing on camera. Like, it actually looks kind of nice on camera, but in person, it's just too much. When I'm looking at it, it just looks like, you know those tinsels? It looks like literal tinsel, but like with a bunch of like someone puked sparkles onto it. Like a tinsel with puked sparkles on it, but then you're wearing it. That's the kind of image that I get from these sites. Again, when I'm looking in the camera, I mean in the mirror that's behind the camera, they look gorgeous. I feel like, wow, like I can't believe like I don't like them. But like then whenever I say the word I don't like them, then suddenly, I don't know why, but they start feeling really itchy. So these ones I'm gonna give a 4 out of 10 because of the uncomfort, and like when I actually look at them in person, how they look. And they're still getting those 4 stars because when I look in the mirror, they look nice. But when I look down at them, I don't even want to look down at them anymore, because it's not it. It's just not it. Now this is the next pair. These are also the Opulence tights, but they only have the kind of shimmer on the back seam. But like, do you see how like noticeable like the back seam is? But like you couldn't, I don't know if you could see it clearly on the camera, but like the whole pair of tights were like this, but all over. Like here you can see the line quite visibly, but like I'm guessing when the lighting was kind of like, and when the whole tights is like that, then it's not as noticeable. Here's our gusset. See, none of the other ones have like that kind of like see-through ribbed material like the other ones did. And here is our little waistband. Seven, so this is pair 8 now, I think. After this pair, I'm gonna quickly go have breakfast because I've actually been awake for like 3 hours and I haven't had my breakfast. Okay, I'm not sure if these ones are feeling itchy yet, but I'll let you know once I start putting on the heels. It could be just that I'm getting a little hangry now because I've had coffee and my stomach is empty. Like from the front, they look like regular sheer tights. They actually have kind of like a nice undertone. Okay, these ones definitely do not feel itchy like the last pair did. Do you see how I put the back seam on? It's literally going on my side. I was gonna say I'm just gonna put it on how it like goes on, and that like I'm not gonna fix it, but like that's just like how I put it on is absolutely horrible. Okay, that should be more or less fine. Better than it was anyways, so let's put on our heels. Yeah, these ones definitely do not feel as itchy, and like when I'm touching these actually feel really, really nice, like really high quality. Like they don't feel rough at all, they actually feel really, really perfect. And these were €6 as well, and again, both of them are Opulence, both from the stores. Are they both 20 denier? Yeah, they're both 20 denier. Like everything is the same, it's just like the design is different, but those ones were, oh my god, so itchy, and like my legs were literally getting hot from how itchy the fabric was feeling. Maybe I will give those tights away. But yeah, these ones feel a lot better already. I love the undertone that these sheer black tights are giving. And oof, apparently they're ripped, so I guess after this video I will no longer have 41 pairs, I will have 40 pairs because I'm gonna throw these out. So maybe I was gonna give these a good review, but like they weren't, I've only worn them 2 times. This is the second time. Well, no, technically then 3 times. But anyways, after my sister wore them, they were fine. When I was putting them into the box, they were fine. And now they just ripped while I was putting them on. Please note, my manicure is fresh, so I didn't rip them by having my nails in them. Okay, so now I'm a little disappointed, and now I definitely have to have my breakfast before I get really, really grumpy. But anyways, these were nice. I really like the fact that the back seam was sparkly. I feel like that is just perfect for New Year's, because I love the back seam tights, and these are sparkly, and sparkles just mean New Year's for me, because like, you know, sparkle, sparkle, fireworks. The perpetrator behind why I have fur on everything. Bufik, what do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself? That's not nice. He is such a cheeky little bugger. So anyways, this is what they look like from my point of view. I love the undertone. Like from the front, they look perfect. They look like literally the perfect sheer black tights. And for €6, why not? But you saw the snag. You saw the snag. And here's our toe area as well. It has a little bit of a visible toe area. I have now tried on 8 pairs of tights, and I thought that for the next ones we can do some nude ones, and I actually can see 2 nude pairs of tights at the moment. So one pair is again from Duns, and these are a matte finish, and they were only €6. Not sure how much these ones were, but they do look very, very like shimmery. So let's try on these 2 ones on first, since we've already tried on a couple of them. So this is a pair of tights number 9, I believe. They feel quite thick. What denier are they? Firm support. So these are firm support tights. Graduated compression to help promote blood circulation. For €6. That sounds good. Cotton gusset. Okay, okay. Sounding even better. Okay, gradual compression, soft matte finish, and reciprocated heel. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, so let's have a look. Here is our waistband. Here is our cotton gusset, and there's the inside of it. They do feel quite thick. What denier are they? 40 denier. So, oh, heel. Okay, reciprocated heel. So I can see the kind of heel area here. Can you see it? Okay, so let's put these on. I feel like these are going to be perfect for the winter time, because I mean, oh my gosh, I forgot to turn on the microphone. I'm so sorry. Quality of my voice. I've turned on my microphone now. Okay, so let's put these on. I am actually freezing. I just had my breakfast where I like to have my cottage cheese with yogurt with blueberries and cheese seeds, and all of that was inside of the fridge. And last week it was like 30 degrees. This week it is like 16 degrees. So I'm like really feeling it. Okay. The toe area is really reinforced in these tights. I feel like they're very pale though. Maybe not. We'll see. I have a thread stuck to them, but I'm scared if I pull it, I'll create a snag. I did not. Okay, let's make sure that our heel is in the correct position as well. No, they're definitely very, very pale. You can see it when my arm, like the comparison. But this is going to be a perfect winter shade since I am a lot paler in the winter. I've just been doing a lot of tanning recently. Oof, since these are kind of this color, let's go with our pink heels again. Oof. nice. Okay. Here is a close-up of them. If I don't show you my arms, the color looks really, really nice, right? Well, like when my hands are beside it, they look so pale. Why are they covered with like little balls of yarn? I haven't worn these anytime recently. But like, again, they're quite soft. Usually more opaque tights do tend to be a lot softer because they're thicker, and these ones don't have any sparkles or anything on them. The only problem is just that the color is quite pale. Now, they probably did have other colors. I probably just chose this one. But as I said, perfect winter shade, and they are 40 denier, so again, perfect for the winter time. Oh, these shoes. Model walk, model, model, model. Model, model, model. Okay, so now let's try on the other pair. I don't feel like there's really any compression. They just feel like regular tights to me. Like, I don't feel like they're like they said gradual compression, but like maybe it's so gradual that I do not feel it. I don't know. So anyways, these are the Aura Blue satin tights, and this is Maggie 20 denier, size medium, nude look / skin. My story. Okay, so these are, let's see what is written about them. Sheer tights with silky effect, sheer to waist, double covered yarn, very resistant, soft and uniform, extra comfort and imperceptible waistband, flat seams, invisible underclothes, cotton gusset and maxi size with big gusset, invisible and resistant too. Did you get all that? So these tights that I'm currently wearing, these ones, they're matte, but these ones are supposed to be silky effect. So these ones are 20 denier. You kind of see that these are not matte. You can kind of see that little, what did they call it? Silky effect. And they again have that distinct foot area, but it's not like reinforced heel area as it was in the other ones. But they're nice. Oh. So this one has a lot larger waistband. And here is, it says extra large gusset. I don't feel like this is extra large. I feel like this is just a regular sized gusset. I think these ones I got from the Tight Spot as well. Again, they do feel quite pale. But as I said, I do tend to wear tights a lot more in the winter time. Yes, I feel like these ones are even paler than the other ones, but these ones are so shimmery. No, but like they're actually so pale. But like I feel like later on they'll look a perfect shade of pale for me. Okay. Nice. Nice. I love the shimmer. But like again, these ones seem to have more a yellow undertone than the other ones. I love the shimmer of them though. Okay, for these ones, let's put on the pink ones again. Because I feel like sometimes when you have clothes, they kind of change the color of your tights as well. I don't know how that works, but it's a thing, I promise you. Sometimes like your white clothes, like let's say I wear a white skirt and this white top, but this white top might suddenly look a little bit more gray because the white skirt is like a brilliant white. Like that's what I mean, you know? It's something like that. The gel thing is coming off at the back of these shoes. Okay. But I love the toe area in these, since these are nude tights. I'll show you them from my point of view. But like the color seems to really match my toenails with the shoes, even though they are actually orange. So here's what they look like. Nothing really like wow, nothing really groundbreaking, but I do love the shimmer of them. I feel like I have like porcelain doll legs. Like with the heels, I feel like a Barbie doll. And I feel like Barbie is a little bit on the paler side. So like if you don't look at the top half and only look at my legs, I look like a Barbie. Excuse the mess that's happening on the floor. Okay, so this is, I feel like they look extra pale on camera now, but again, they won't look like that. Oh my god, they actually look like such Barbie legs, because I wasn't really looking down at them that much, but now that I am, they look so shimmery. I literally look like I have like oily legs from these tights. I love them so much, and as I said, my toes peeking out. I don't know why, but with this specific color, like with my other tights, even like the nudish kind of one, they didn't look the same as they do with this pair of shoes as these tights do. They really complement each other, I believe. So the ones that I'm wearing now, these ones, these are the 10th pair of tights. So we're a quarter of the way through. So next up we'll try these ones. These are the Philodoro Perfida 15 Playa. I wonder if they have silicone on the ultra sheer matte hold-ups. So I don't think... Okay, so they are the Sensual Ultra Sheer Matte Hold-Ups. Silicone Floral Lace Top Sandal Toe. So based on that, I feel like they should have the silicone on the inside. But again, they're nude. They're not black. Yes, they definitely have the silicone on them. So I guess we have a kind of nude moment going on. This is the third pair of tights in a row that are nude. But oh my god, they're actually so short. What size is this? They are in the... I have no clue what size these are. Yeah, I have no clue what size these are. But they look tiny. Like, let's put it where my foot is. Oops, wrong way. Okay. Like, I don't think they're supposed to be that long, but obviously they'll stretch out. I hope they do. I feel like they did last time I tried them on. So, on to our 11th pair. I don't think I showed it to you properly. Anyways, this is our little lace detailing. This is obviously going to stretch out, so it's not going to be ruffled like that. And here is the silicone in the inside. I love the fact that it's double lined, and it is very nice and flat as well, so it should fit and hold up very, very, very nicely. Okay. Let's see how far up they go. Ooh, not bad. I want them to be at this height, so I'm going to leave them here. And now we have to get the other ones perfect. Is this too pale again? I feel like these ones are a bit darker than the other two. But at this point, I don't even know anymore. All tights are kind of like mashing up in my brain right now. I don't think these ones are as high up as those ones. Okay. Kind of want them at this length just so that you can kind of see them. Let's pull them up a little bit more in the back. Okay. I feel like we should do a little, walk through in my room. To see if they fall off. We'll do some exercises. Nah, they're staying. These babies are staying put. Apparently my bank appointment is next week's Tuesday. At least this gives me like more time to save up monies. Okay, since we seem to be doing the pink shoes for all the nude ones, we'll keep up with that. And also, as I said, I like the pink ones a lot more than the blue ones. I think because these ones have a higher heel as well, not just because they're pink. Okay. Okay, I can't dance. But I can walk. Walk it, walk it, walk it, walk. Walk it, walk it, walk it, walk. Okay. So what do I rate these? I haven't been rating them actually, have I? Or have I? Anyways, these ones, because they're staying up so well, they're a little bit paler, but as I said, this is my winter shade. I'm currently still in my summer shade, so these will be fine at that point. Not a single snag in them. And I love the lacing on it, and again, as I said, I love the silicone on it. I love the fact that it is double lined, it's not just one as well, so it's like extra hold up. So these are getting a 10 out of 10. If they were black, it would have been better, but this is fine. Like, even if like all of them were nude and this part was black, that would have been even better, but like, this is fine, this is fine. I just feel like the design doesn't stand out as much when it is nude. Okay, let's put these away because I'm doing such a great job of keeping everything nice and tidy at the moment. That is until I start going through my bag, because once I start doing that, that's gonna turn into a big mess. So as you know, my favorite polka dot tights were from the brand Fiore, and I happen to have another pair of tights from that brand. Oh, I thought they were gonna be black. I love this black version, but we have a red pair of tights. Still very nice, very Christmassy. I'm pretty sure I wore these quite a lot during the Christmas season as well. I don't know, because red and Santa Claus is just, it just makes sense. But now I'm thinking, right, on my mood board, I have this one girl right here, and she has red tights, but they're like kind of fishnetty, sheer, lacy design kind of tights, while these ones are a little bit on the thicker side. Anyways, what are these called? These are the Stereo 40 denier patterned tights in the color Cherry Red. And I got them in a size 3, which is a medium. Okay, let's put these on. Gotta take my shirt back. Oh, the gusset. The gusset is a little bit 3D in this one. Like, usually they're quite flat. This one is like, you know, I feel like it's giving me a testicle moment. I am 100% a girl, I think. You never know nowadays, you never know. Okay. Okay, size medium. How will you look? Okay, the design feels like a velvet, like where you can feel the kind of like textures. It feels velvety. It feels so soft. Oh. The only pair of rough tights that I've really had is the Opulence ones with the completely covered in glitter. Like, it literally just feels like glitter all over tights. Okay. I don't know why, but I feel like this color combo at the moment looks really nice together. But the feeling of these, like, I recommend getting these tights, putting them on, and just like touching them, because they just, like, when I say it feels like velvet, it's just like such a strange feeling for tights to have such a texture, because, you know, usually they feel like tights. I'm very descriptive, I know. So here they are from my point of view. As always, covered in cat hair, because we wouldn't like it any other way. Here is our toe area. You can barely see the fact that I don't have any nail polish on this toe, which is perfect, because I've been feeling a little bit not so good. I want to like just like blur out that toe, censor it out. Noise. And obviously, since these are a colored pair of tights, we're gonna go with black heels. You're gonna start thinking that I have no other pair of heels, right, apart from the pink, blue, and black. I have a lot of other heels, but they're very like strappy, like they have straps, and they're very much open toe completely. I have nothing to say. I just want to like, nice, good tights. good tights. So soft. And like the texture is like, it feels like it feels like that. And it feels like they're very thick, but like, and sheer at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like I'm wearing a carpet, but like, it sounds not nice when I say that, but like I mean it in a nice way. So these are definitely a 10 out of 10. Again, this is from the same company where I have my favorite pair of polka dot tights. So next up, we'll try out these Sheertex tights with the strongest tights in the world. They're only good luck ahead. Okay, semi-opaque tights. I got them in the color small and they're 80 denier in the color black. Why are they closed? I must have another pair of these somewhere. Maybe I gave that pair to my niece. Ooh. 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 They come in a little baggie, but the baggie got stuck now. These are completely brand new, right? As I said, the waistband on these is like huge and they feel like very tight. And they also have this green little line. The skirt that I'm wearing right now is not really high-waisted, so you'll be able to see it under the skirt, which I'm not really too big of a fan of. I hate when you can see like the waistband under the clothes. I feel like it just decreases the appearance of the outfit. I feel like it just looks better like this. Oh my god, why does the skirt keep going sideways? But anyways, let's try these on. And so this was pair number 12, so this is pair number 13. Now, last time I tried out these tights, I literally, you saw that it was a brand new packaging, and look at the cat hair on it already. Oops. This is insane. Okay, which is the front and which is the back? It says number 3, I'm guessing that's the size. But it's a size small, so it's not a size 3. I just have the number 3 in it. Inside feels so cold and it feels so stiff. Okay. These feel like more like the compression tights. I haven't even put them on yet, but like they feel more like the compression tights than all the other ones. Whew. And they also feel really uncomfortable around this area. I'm gonna put them on the other way around because maybe that's the way you're supposed to put them on. I don't know. It just feels really awkward this way, but I don't think they have like a front and a back because they had no distinct like foot shape. No, still feels the same. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter which way you put them on. But this area just feels very, when I do this, it feels very tight, and then all of it just bunches up and it does not look nice. Okay, so these are supposed to be like a very good brand, but like they mostly advertise in terms of them not ripping, and I know these are opaque tights, but like, under 80 denier in comparison to all the other ones that I've done. Okay, next pair of tights, I'm going to do 70 denier, just to compare them because they're very close in denier, just in this area how it feels, because as I said, this area, like it feels more like a compression tight than all the other pair of compression tights that I was trying on, but those ones felt comfortable. These ones just feel really uncomfortable in this area, and now I'm thinking maybe when I was doing my 30 pairs of tights, if I did them all sheer and like sized up a little bit, it probably would have been easier. But these, like, just this one pair is killing me. Like, obviously they're not killing me, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but like they're not comfortable. And like when I'm imagining these with another 20 pairs or like 30 pairs, yeah, these are definitely at fault. Okay, so I'm still, like, I tried to pull them up as high as I could, but they still have all that fabric there. Maybe this is made for people who have wider feet. I don't know. I don't think I have very wide feet, but even the way that they bunch up like around the toe area in the shoes, it does not look nice. So I'm guessing the only kind of shoes that I could really wear with these tights, if I don't like the appearance of that, would be boots. Yeah, okay, so they are quite warm. I'll give them that. They do look nice from here up. Oops. And actually when I'm wearing heels, you can't even see that area bunching up. But like if I were to wear them like with flat shoes or just walk on the ground like that, you would be able to see it. I'll show that area to you in a second. And the way that it just bunches up is not nice. So I'm going to give these tights a 7 out of 10 because, as I said, they feel very not comfortable in the ankle area. They're quite loose in the toe area. The rest of it is fine. The rest of it is fine. It's just that little area that's not too comfy. The way that they blend in with the shoes actually looks kind of cool though. As I'm saying, like when I'm wearing heels, this area looks quite nice, right? But you can still see the bunching of the fabric around the toe area. But like, see, if it's flat, you can see all that fabric there, and you can see like there's quite a good bit of fabric here. Well, you can see it very clearly here. But it's just not a vibe. But they do look quite shiny. They look very nice. It's just if that, like even if heels, if I was to wear it, and like just this area. Like, is there any shoe that like goes up to here? Like a little mini boot maybe would look really, really nice with these actually. So that was pair number 13. So we're now on number 40. So that was 80 denier, I believe. Yeah, those tights were 80 denier. And okay, so these ones are more of a stocking effect. Oops, they just started coming out. But like the area that I want to test out, if it's the same as the other denier, because I don't think 10 denier which should make such a huge difference. So we'll see if this one bunches up the fabric and how it is in the toe area in comparison to those Sheertex tights. And these are the 70 denier appearance tights, Hilda Shaper Premium Over Knee Effect, made in Italy, Calzedonia. Anything else? Control top and push up. So it's supposed to push up the booty area. Well, you can see all the lines here. Push up the booty and then like whoosh, the legs. Okay, we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. And here is the waistband. Like that one had quite a long, thick waistband, and so does this one. And you can see the kind of like put here. And I don't know, it doesn't feel as like those ones felt really, really thick. But like the material was very different as well. It felt more like activewear, like legging activewear rather than tights material. Now these ones are covered in like a bunch of cat hair, so like you're gonna have to excuse that. Let's put these on. This one also has like the material on the inside is quite interesting. It's kind of like ribbed zigzag material. I'm guessing this is supposed to be like extra support. I wonder. Okay, so that's supposed to be in the front, so it's supposed to like really control that tummy control. Like I think that's what it said. So let's compare these. Okay, this one does have a little bit of fabric, but I feel like a lot of higher denier tights generally do, or like most tights generally do when you kind of like put your foot up. But that one was just like fabric. This one's like tiny little, you know. And I don't think it should be as visible in the heels as the other one. But this one just feels different. This feels like I'm actually putting on tights. The other one, I'm sure that I must have 100 denier somewhere. Like, okay, so for the book, again, for the tights in the bag, I will not know which brands they're from. I will not know the denier of them. But I've had them and I do tend to wear them. Okay. I feel like during all my collections, there's a pair of tights that has a rip in them and then I end up throwing them out as well. So the control area in this one is like very like they're a little bit hard to put on. Okay, shoe test. Yeah, it definitely doesn't bunch up like the other ones. Those are the only pair of tights that bunches up so much in the shoes. And again, obviously when I'm wearing heels, again, they're completely nice and flat, just covered in a bunch of hair. These tights I actually have worn quite often as well because of the whole stocking illusion, and they're just like so basic, like they don't have too much going on, so like they can be really easily put into any outfit really, because like they're just black stockings with a little bit of sheer along the upper thigh area. Like see, a little bit sheer here. You remember, like, okay, let me do the same thing. Like see, this one has like, yeah, a little bit of those kind of like bunched up fabric, but it's like not the same as the other one. And then around here, like, okay, excuse all the cat hair, but like they're completely fine. Maybe, no, that's just, I think I'm wearing them upside down from the last time, maybe? I don't know. Seems like more of a coloring issue rather than anything else. Okay, let's put them in again. Okay. Okay, you can see a little tiny bit of, like, but it's barely noticeable. And if I were to, like, walk in them, like in somebody's house, they're not noticeable. The other ones were completely noticeable here. Like, if I, like, look, you can't even see them right now. You can't see the fabric bunching up at all. But when I'm standing like this with one foot and then the other one, you can see like the tiniest little bit. I love these tights so much. I'm so happy that the tights season, autumn season, is coming back now, because I feel like the tights are like majority of the outfit, so you don't even have to think too much. Just put on a short skirt so that you're even able to see the tights, because I feel like when you wear like a full-on skirt, obviously you can barely see them, and it kind of feels like you're wearing socks with a long skirt. I don't know. I also hate when people wear boots with a long skirt. I just don't think that's a look. Some people can pull it off, but majority of people cannot pull it off. You have to be like super top model gorgeous to be able to pull it off, but like ordinary people wearing it outside, it just doesn't look the same as it does in a catalog. I said what I said, okay? I can definitely, when I'm walking, it has the kind of control area here, and it has like, it said that it's supposed to be like lifting in this area and like controlled in the leg area. I can definitely feel it around the thigh area. I can't really feel it as much as in the tummy control area, but I can definitely feel it in the back of the thighs, which I guess makes the butt look a lot more lifted as well. So obviously these tights are going to be a 10 out of 10 because I'm obsessed with them. And as I said, I've worn them quite a few times. I'm actually surprised that they have not ripped. Let's check the back. Yeah, they have not ripped. So next up, let's try out. So this is pair number 14 that I have on now. Yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14 that I have on now. So let's try out the Primark Luxury one pair back seam hold ups, reinforced toe, 50% recycled nylon. Denier? 15 denier, I think I already said that. I remember wearing these tights before from Primark, and I remember why I didn't like them before, because they came undone. Now, I had sewn them, but I didn't sew them all the way around because this part was fine, so I didn't think that I had to, so I sewed half of them. And now the part that I didn't sew is starting to come undone. So afterwards, I'm going to have to sew these again. And, okay. All my tights are like so badly covered in cat hair. Anyways, these ones kind of have, I'll show the foot area anyways, but they have like a design going on in the back before the back seam even starts. So let's get these on. These are 15 denier, so they are quite sheer. Okay, putting them on sideways. The only thing that I hate about back seam tights is the fact that you need to like be so careful about getting them on straight. Oops. Okay, so these hold-ups are $4.50, right? But like they have no like lacing design. They're like just no design at all. Completely plain. These ones that I sew as well. No, these ones I did not sew, so I just sewed this one leg and I only sewed half of it. So I hope while I'm putting these on, they don't start ripping as well. I'll let it rip. Ah, not straight again. Okay. Noise. Okay, so these do have quite a lot of runs in them, and they are a little bit ripped. So I will throw these out. Like, I can sew up the top half, right? Because there's fabric, and then there's like a little bit thicker kind of tights area here at the top. But like the rest of it is just not nice. So I'm going to throw these ones out as well by the end of this video. I'll show you. See, like around here, like tin. Oh my god, and tin. Whenever I'm doing the tights collection, I usually have like sinuses starting. I was doing quite well until I got to pair 15. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, until I got to number 15. Now they're kind of starting. What will I rate these? Now, they were 450, so I can't judge them too harshly, because obviously for that price, you kind of expect them to only last one time and that's it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna keep sneezing. This is like the 3rd time I've sneezed now. Like, the color is a nice, like, they are quite nice, but like, as I said, later on they were being sold for $2.50, I'm guessing, because lots of them, like, were getting ripped in this kind of area. Do you see? Like, again, this part I can sew, because you see here it's a little bit thicker, and then, like, I just sew it onto this part, but, like, I don't like how many holes there are. I don't like the fact that it's not, like, clean looking. Now, I know all my, like, tights are covered in hair, so they're not exactly clean looking anyways, but, like, that I can get a roller and, like, clean it off. This, I can't fix the holes. Even if I sew it, then it won't look nice. So what do I rate these? The undertone is nice. They would have been nice, but the quality of them ripping and everything, 4 out of 10, which happens to put them on the same level as the sheer text tights, but again, I like them because of how they look. They look like nice. The color looked nice when I had them on and was looking at them. Same as these ones, but the quality, I'm sorry, but no. But like the back seam, I know it's not straight, okay? I know it's not straight, but like for a back seam as well, like Primark is actually quite up with its trends, which is actually quite cool, but their prices have also increased, but their quality has not gotten any better. So yeah, 4 out of 10 for these ones. So we have, you know, I love the Fiore tights. I have another pair from them, and then I have 2 pairs of tights from Marlin. I think I got these when I was in Lithuania. So originally they were $11.80, but I got them for $5.90. These are 20 denier and 60 denier, so they are kind of stocking effect as well. So here they are 20 denier, and here they are 60 denier, and again they have that kind of shimmer effect. I don't think these ones were as itchy, but then again they only have like a small little area where there is a sparkle. And flat seam, small gusset, comfortable band, invisibly reinforced toes, and sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Okay, so let's take these ones out and have a look. So far in this video, we've already found 2 tights that are damaged. Like, on both of them are back seam. What the hell? Like, these ones were damaged that were back seam, and now these ones were damaged that were back seam. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 16. Here is our waistband, our gusset outside and the inside. Here is that, ooh, yeah, it feels like scratchy on the inside as well for these tights, but again, this is a much smaller area than those ones. And here is our foot area. So let's put these on. I can already see a few runs in these tights. Now they are quite cheap actually, like $11.60, but like I bought them for $5.90. Like that's even like cheaper than those horrible tights that I got from Dunn's. One of them super itchy, and then the other one's just ripped. So these ones are even cheaper than those, but I feel like they're gonna last a little bit longer because this part, the part that gets worn the most and the part that gets the most kind of runs on them, is a 60 denier. And then these, obviously the top part also gets kind of like a little bit of wear because your thighs are like rubbing against each other, and then the fabric of your clothes is rubbing against each other as well. As I said, soft, itch, soft. And I can kind of feel that uncomfortable itchy feeling in these tights as well, but it's not as bad as the other ones, because the other ones my whole leg was itchy. This is kind of just like honestly barely noticeable. It's only when I really think about it that it kind of gets like uncomfortable, but like if I were to spend a whole day in them, it would be fine. Okay, let's put on our heels. Like, honestly, these black heels just seem to go with everything. That's why they are always in all of my videos. Like, I do like to wear other heels sometimes, but these ones just seem to go with everything the best. I love the stocking illusion tights. There's just something about them. I don't know why I love stocking illusion tights. Comment down below which type of tights is your favorite. Do you prefer stockings? Do you prefer tights? Do you prefer tights with a back seam? Do you prefer fishnet tights? Do you prefer tights like that have like a lace detailing? Do you like stocking tights? Comment down below. Do you like the tights that have like a little bow on them? Do you have tights that like pretend they have a tattoo on them? Comment down below which tights that you really like, or comment down below which of these tights do you like the best, and then I will try and do a styling video for those tights. Yeah, comment that down below. So these tights are obviously a 10 out of 10. They're stocking illusion tights, and I just told you that those are like one of my top favorite pairs of tights to wear. And like they do have like a couple of runs in them, but like because of the length of the skirt and like the fact that they're like in this kind of area, they're not noticeable, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think they're gonna rip. I'm gonna say that easily, but like they might. But like so far they've lasted me a good while. Now I've gotten them like 2 years ago, and I'm still going 2 years strong. And of course, from my point of view, ta-da, like it looks a lot more sparkly, I think. You can see that it's a lot more sparkly. And you can see my undone toenails again, which is great. So just to get like the marlin tights done and out of the way, we'll try out the next pair, which is these ribbed tights. I remember when I was going there, it was like November or something 2 years ago. So these tights aren't even 2 years yet. They still have like 3 more months left. And they're like this ribbed material, and it's also so soft. They're just so soft. And I don't know why, but I just really liked ribbed tights, and I feel like they're just so easy and comfortable to wear around the house. Because like with sheer tights having like cats and everything and like dogs in the house, it's very dangerous combination. Like I will put them on and like within 2 seconds they're gone. But like with these, like they might dig their nail into them, but I don't think they're gonna rip as easily because they're also a higher denier. What denier are they actually? They are 60 denier, and these are Diana XO4. Again, flat seam, small gusset, comfortable band, invisible reinforced toe, and in the back it is a big gusset. Let's check that out. Here is our little band area, and we have a little tail. Someone's excited. Then we have this gusset in the front. It says large gusset in the back, but I don't see any gusset in the back at all, so I don't know what that is on about. And then this is our foot toe area. I loved it when it's curved because then it usually has like a smaller chance of having those like pointed things along your feet. Now on to pair number 17. I think I might have exactly 20 pairs of tights in boxes, so in that bag there should be 21 more pairs. Oh, they feel quite tight. I think I must have gotten them in a size 2. But I think I did because I was like going there with like my mom and her other friends, and they were obviously getting size 3s and 4s, and then they were like, you're like so tiny and you're so small, so you obviously need like a size 1. And I'm like, size 1 is definitely gonna be way too small, and I usually go for like a size small medium, not extra small. And like my thighs are thick, so like it's not gonna be comfortable. Like they're literally gonna reach up to here. No, you have to get a size small, you have to get a size 1. Anyways, I got a size 3 or 4 in these because I didn't listen to them. And I'm pretty sure the lady was saying that they were running small as well in the sizes. And like as long as they're like not design tights where they need to be in a certain area, it's fine to size up. It's actually safer to size up because it's better when they're too big than when they're too small, because when they're too small you can't wear them. When they're too big, it's fine. Extra fabric, so extra warmth. I feel like these tights would be perfect for someone who hates wearing tights around the house, because these tights, like, they are actually very comfortable. They don't feel the same, like, with the other sheer tights, they do feel like kind of like they have that kind of compression. That's why I was saying with the compression tights, I didn't feel like there was any extra compression. If anything, I felt it more in the sheer text ones and more around this area, which is strange because there was so much extra fabric there. So it's like, how do you feel tight and look so loose at the same time? But these are so comfortable for like everyday wear. Please don't get sick of these shoes. They're my favorite. Gotta make sure the skirt is right. Okay, so these ones are another 10 out of 10. They're perfect. As I said, they're comfortable for everyday wear, especially for people who do not like wearing them every day. And like, I feel like these are the kind of ties that you can wear around your house because they are a lot more. Okay, wait, what denier were they? Because remember, the Suretex ones were 80. Okay, so these ones are 60 denier. Okay, 20 less than the other ones. But they somehow feel thicker than the Stocking Illusion ones, which were 70. Make it make sense. I think it's the ribbed material that is kind of giving them that. But like, oh my god, they're so soft. They remind me of another pair. Ooh, you know the Fiore red ones that I tried on? The cherry red ones? They kind of have that same velvety kind of material, but this is just like a little bit. Oh my god, is this Fiore as well? No, this is Merlin. Sorry. So these Merlin ties are kind of similar in terms of texture to the Fiore red cherry ones. If you have ever tried out either of them, now you know what the other one feels like. So next up we have do we have another pair of Merlin? No, but we do have a couple of pairs of the Elegant Conte collection pantyhose. So we have this one in Fantasy in the color bronze, and it's a size of 4, so that's kind of like a larger size. As I said, it's better to be too big than too small. I don't think, you see, my problem is, like online when I buy things, like, you know, you have the little area to pick out the color, so I always know which color I'm picking. But when I go into the shops, I always forget to check the color in the back, and I also don't read the color here. I'm like, oh, these are nice. Takes them. They should really start putting the color of the tights that is in the packaging on the packaging for every single color that they have. So then the person doesn't also have to think, how will that look on me? Because like you can't, sometimes it's hard to imagine the color. Like even if I saw this like peeking out a little bit in the back, I'd be like, oh, maybe like it'll look different when I put it on. Anyways, so yeah, that's my little rant of the day. So about these ones. 10 elastic fantasy tights, flat seam, 20 denier, cotton, gusset. Okay, here is our waistband. I love the fact that the kind of back seam and front seam is decorated as well. I haven't seen that in any of the other tights. Here's our gusset, and here is the inside of it as well. And here is our toe area. Let's put these on. Which number are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is number 18. Okay, we're getting there. I don't even like the fact, like, it looks kind of like a tattoo. But like, you know when people get like really white tattoos on themselves? Like, obviously I have tattoos. As you probably have seen throughout this video, I have a tattoo here, 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 and I have a tattoo here on my back. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't know if you can see it over the chair. Anyways, so what I was going with this kind of looks like a tattoo, but like a white tattoo, but it's also giving me kind of like carpet vibes. Now I know that the other ones I said it feels like I'm wearing a carpet, but in a good way. This one looks like a carpet, and I don't think it looks like that in a good way, but we'll see how it looks in the mirror. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe. Okay, I don't know if I've changed my mind or not, because when I'm looking at them in the mirror, they just look a little bit patchy. I can't even see the design properly. But when I'm looking down at them, they don't look that bad. But like saying they don't look that bad doesn't mean that they look good either. Maybe I'd have to get like a couple of photos in them to see whether or not I like it. But because they are on the nude side and they also have a pattern, I feel like again they are quite easy to style if you have a plain outfit and you want it to look a little bit more extra, but you don't want any harsh colors. Like this is a great alternative for that. They kind of look fishnetty as well. They don't look like sheer tights. They look a little bit fishnetty, but which seems to be a thing with lace tights in general. So here they are. I don't know how well you can see the pattern on them from that far away, but that's basically how far away I am from the mirror as well. So this is what I'm currently seeing, which is why I can't decide whether or not I like them. I actually kind of like how it looks. No, maybe I like it better on this leg where I don't have the tattoo. I was gonna say I think I like it better on this leg because it has the tattoo and like with the tail of the dragon, and it kind of goes into the pattern as well. But I kind of like it more on the plain leg actually, I think. And I know someone's gonna comment on my videos being like, ew, you have tattoos, unsubscribe, or ew, you have tattoos, I don't like tattoos. Obviously, I didn't get these for you, and obviously, I'm not gonna get my tattoo removed because someone doesn't like tattoos. Like, I did it for myself, okay? I don't care about you. I don't care about your opinion on my tattoos, okay? You can leave your comments down below. I don't mind. You're boosting up my channel. Like, if you all, honestly, please leave your hate comments. I love reading them. And like, honestly, I'm just like, haters are your biggest supporters or whatever. So yes, please hate, but like, just know that I really do not care. Like, it doesn't change anything for me. So, back to this video. Love these tights, actually. I didn't like them at the start, and I said that they gave like a weird carpet vibe, but like now that I've worn them for a little bit, I actually kind of like them. I say this, but then when it actually comes to a time to actually like wear them, I will find it hard to style, even though I just said it's probably easy to style with a plain outfit. But anyways, maybe I should film a video of styling patterned tights. I don't know if you're interested in that. Comment that down below. Or if you have like a certain pair of tights that you want me to style, leave the timestamp of it on it so that I know which tights they are in the comment down below. So here they are from my point of view. Like, they have such a nice undertone, which is a lot more tan, I think, than all my other tights. But as I said, they are a little bit more fishnetty, so I think that's why maybe it appears like that. But like, damn, like, do you see how much that pattern stands out? I think it actually looks so cool and like so different to like a lot of other tights that I've tried out. And here is the foot area. Do you see how there's like no bunching here? Like, most of my tights do not have any bunching apart from how much those sheer text ones bunched up, which is so strange, like considering the fact like how popular they are. And I remember how much I was seeing them like advertised everywhere. Now, I'm not hating on them. I'm sure they have like a lot of other denier tights. I'm almost positive that I had another pair of tights from them. They might be in that bag, but I don't know how I'll be able to identify whether or not they're. Maybe I will, because I actually have that green line to kind of help identify. If I find them, I'm certain that I had another pair of tights from them, but can't remember if it was sheer or not. Anyways, I'll try and find them. But like, I really want to review a sheer version of their tights to see if all of their tights have that kind of bunching up around the ankle area. Anyways, so we tried on those Conte tights, and those are the Kelly fashion. These are the mod fashion elegant Conte collection pantyhose for Nero, and these are the elastic fantasy tights 3D flat seam cotton gusset. So kind of similar to the one. And these ones have this kind of pattern, but these tights are actually black, not purple. Although I feel like they would have ate so hard in purple. But black is even better. Ooh. Here we can see all of their other tights. Here is our little waistband, our gusset, inside and outside. They don't feel too soft. Here is the foot area. They are just regular opaque tights on one side, and then on the other side they have this pattern. So let's try these ones on. This is pair 19. I've actually been filming this video now for 3 hours, and I'm only halfway done. I think I'll only be finished this video by the end of the day, so let's try hurrying up a little bit, because I do still have to go to work after I finish editing this. Finish filming this, and I still want time to edit it, and it is going to take quite a while to download, because as I said, I've been doing this for 3 hours. Now, I did take a little short break to eat, but it wasn't that long. But I feel like now the second half seems to be going faster anyways. Okay, so we have them on. The pattern looks like eyes to me. I'll show a close-up in a second, but honestly, they look really, really cool. They kind of have, like, from far away in the mirror, they look kind of like fishnets, but like very interesting, sheer, like as if I'm wearing fishnets with sheer tights underneath, but the fishnet area is a lot more transparent than, like less defined than regular fishnet tights. Yes. Every time that I get off that chair, since this skirt is leather, it keeps like You know that sound of it like unsticking, and I don't know why, but it's just bothering me so much. And here is a close-up of that pattern. Like, do you see what I mean by it looks like an eye, like a bunch of eyes? I feel like that'd be so cool for Halloween, actually. See, in the back they're just regular, I don't want to say sheer tights because like you can't really see through them that well, but in the front they're quite sheer. In the back they actually look quite opaque, or maybe I'm just imagining it because of how sheer they look in the front in comparison to the back. And here they are from my point of view. Like, do you see that eye shape? Like, the more I look at, like, I don't know, when I look at it on camera, I don't see the eye shape as much as when I look down at it myself. I feel like they're all just staring at me. I guess these are polka dot fishnet tights in a way, actually. And here is our foot area. Ooh. So that was pair 19. So now we're going to go on to pair 20. So now we are basically halfway there. And these are another pair of Fiore tights. These are the Golden Line Fiore Canela patterned tights XL. I got them in size 3 anyways. And they are 40 denier. I love the fact that it's red. Like a red line. Like that's very different from all the other backseam tights that I had. Which I feel like I don't really have that many backseam tights anymore. Now the 2 are ripped. And it says invisibly reinforced toe area. For the gusset it says number 5. Then it has a flat seam and strong structure. I love the fact that I started keeping them all like in their original packaging, so I know which tights they are, because like whenever people like comment down below, hey, which tights these are, I can actually answer them instead of being like, I don't know, they're just in a random bag. And I don't know why I never kept them like that before. Anyways, this is our waistband. It's just up to here, but it looks a little bit longer, but it's not. Then here is our back seam and front seam, and here is our gusset. Again, it has that little bunched up fabric for the gusset. And here is the inside. And here is our gorgeous, but I was gonna say butterfly, bow design. And it goes all the way down, like it's just supposed to peek out, like so you're supposed to wear, I guess, heels or like whatever shoes that are low so that you can see the cute little bow peeking out. So let's put these on. Number 20, yay! I wonder how many times I've sneezed at this point. Anyways, obviously with these tights you can tell which is the front or the back because of the back seam. That's why it's called a back seam in the first place, I'm guessing. I just figured that out now, like after how many years of this being a thing. Okay. Okay. I feel like bow tights, like something like this where there's a design at the bottom and at the top, is very like young adult kind of things that they like. Like obviously I'm not saying that older people can't wear them, but I feel like it's something that I loved when I was like in my early 20s. I'm now in my late 20s. Oh. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, so the reason I was saying that I liked them a lot more when I was younger, I don't know, I just liked bows and I thought they were so cute. And I remember when my niece was looking at my tights, she was like, oh, about like whenever I have tights like this, like with this kind of pattern, or like stockings, but like I remember there used to be a thing where there would be like animals here, like pandas and like a dog or something. I remember I was so obsessed with them. Now I'm just like, I can't believe you wore that. Obviously gonna give these tights a 10 out of 10. They're so soft. The quality is actually like really great. And then they're obviously a lot more sheer here since they have the stocking illusion. Maybe I should have like pulled this down a little bit lower, like closer to the heel, but like it's fine. It's already almost 12 o'clock and I were like doing this for like 3 hours, almost 4 hours. So this is fine, yeah. The great tights, buy them, 100% recommend. Very cute. I love the bow here, I love the bow there. Super soft. Very stylish. Model walk. Model walk. And obviously from like my perspective, there's nothing special about them because like this area just looks like regular opaque tights. But do you see there's no scrunching of fabric? I just still can't get over that. It's perfect. It's just perfect. Obviously the whole design thing. Oh, can't even show you the back. Oh, oh gosh, almost fell. Now on to pair number 21. These are the Veneziana Fiori, not Fiora, Fiori 20 Nero. So they're in the color black. These are fancy pantyhose made with the most precious yarns according with the elegant and seductive Veneziana style. Careful, careful, I'm about to be very seductive. I love how my very first tights were seduction, and then these are very seductive tights number 21 when we're halfway there. The amount of hair they're covered in, oh my god. I can't even blame my cat for this because these are like long hairs, so they're obviously mine. So let's have a look. Here is our waistband. Oh, it feels very loose in comparison to all the other ones. All the other ones felt a lot like more compressive and more like tight. Here is our gusset area, the inside, and that's the inside, and then here's the outside. I love this pattern actually, it looks really nice. It reminds me of like, you know, the ones that we tried in the nude color, but just like in a black color now. So let's see what that looks like on. I think I'm getting faster at putting these on. Maybe I'm just talking less than I did before. No, I think I'm faster at putting them on. Honestly, I already knew that I was gonna like these tights before I even put them on. Obviously a 10 out of 10. I love this kind of pattern. I love floral patterns. I don't know why, but it's just something about them. I know that most people in my comments prefer like sheer tights, but I love pattern tights because like I just love the design. It just looks really cool, you know. My English description was amazing. It just looks cool. Like, I don't know, I feel like alt girls would really love tights like this. I don't know why, it's just a vibe that I'm getting. I feel like a black top would have looked better with this outfit. I don't know. Like as I said, feels a little bit more alt, and I feel like with the silver kind of pockets that I have going on here, like if I had some kind of chain jewelry as well, like it just needs, I feel like this outfit, the top is too plain for these tights. Like usually when you have pattern tights, you kind of want to be a little bit more plain so the tights stand out more. But in this case, this top actually looks a little bit too plain for it. But these tights are still 10 out of 10. Very comfortable. They kind of have a little bit like of a fishnetty material in some places. And again, the flowers are quite soft, like velvety material, but you can barely feel them because they're a lot more flat than obviously the ribbed material tights that I was trying on before. Anyways, 10 out of 10. We're on number 21. So now I'm finished with all my tights that are like in packages. So now the rest of my tights will be coming out of here, but I see that I do still have some in packages. Oh, and here is another pair of those sheer text tights. I knew that I had another pair, but like, are these the same ones, or are these ones, I feel like these ones are a little bit more sheer than the other ones, so I think I'll try on these ones next. Now on to pair number 22. As I said, these ones definitely feel a lot more sheer than the other ones. Yes, they definitely are a lot more sheer, and they have a lot less of that kind of like bunching up of the fabric. But as I said, I do not know where any of the tights are from, like the deniers or anything in the bag, because none of them have the packaging, and I don't want to guess because like I might say 50 and they're like 30. Because like I know 20 denier and I could tell 80 denier, well almost 80, but like I could say 70 for 80, like more or less close enough. Like for these ones I'd say 40. My microphone battery is now currently at 10%, so I have to be as fast as I can. So yeah, these I would like, they're a lot softer than the other ones. Like if I was rating them on these ones would be definitely an 8 out of 10, but we'll try them on with the shoes and see how while they do. But now they don't have those weird ears sticking out around like the toe area, and they have like a tiny little bit of bunching of fabric, but like same as all the other ones. So let's put on our shoes to see if the fabric bunches up. No, these ones are actually perfect. Yeah, these are perfect. And like if these are the same like rip resistant as the other ones, that's great. But I do see some runs in them, so now I'm thinking like, if they're so rip resistant, why do they have runs in them? Okay, I'm not going to pull them anymore in case I actually rip them, because I already said bye-bye to 2 tights. I don't want to say bye-bye to 3 tights, unless it was like those really opaque ones. But like, I feel like I still will wear them, maybe during the winter. I don't think I've ever actually reached out for them. Oof, okay. And here they are from my point of view, and here's that big bag of tights. Like, see, these ones, like, they have like a big run right there, but like they're supposed to be not ripped so easily. Anyways, and there is the toe area. Like, you can see that like there's no bunching of fabric here. Like, this is perfect. Like, obviously when I have my shoe off, there is like a tiny little bit, but like that's nothing in comparison to the very, very opaque ones. And like the foot area is perfect. Everything about them is perfect. Next up, we have these Leg Avenue bownet tights. They're like completely covered in bows. And like this packaging reminds me of Victoria's Secret. Because like, you know, that's like their bags are kind of like this color. And with the whole little stripe design. And one cute, very cool thing about them, they have like a little hanger. So for people who wear tights, you should definitely like get little hangers. Like if you have a lot of them and like to hang them up in your wardrobe, like that would be so cool to have like a little hanger for them. Like obviously I'm not going to get a hanger for them, but like if all of my tights came like that would have been really cool. Okay, let's put these ones on. The only thing that I don't like about fishnets is like, you know, when they don't have the reinforced toe area and then your toes are just like poking through all the holes, and like it just does not feel comfortable at all. Thankfully these ones have like more or less of a reinforced toe area. So this is pair number 23 now. It literally takes me like 7 minutes to put on a pair of tights. Bro. To be fair though, I spend most of the time yapping, not putting them on. Okay, now heels. These ones I feel like go so well with this outfit. Yeah, I feel like these tights go so, like again, like the other tights that I said, like top was too plain with it. These tights, they also have a lot of pattern going on, but these ones seem to somehow work a lot better with it. But then again, everyone has their own like sense of style, so like you might be thinking the opposite, or you might think that both of them look horrible, or that both of them look great. So what do I rate these pairs, this pair of tights? 10 out of 10. I love them. I feel like they'd be so fun to style as well. Okay, let's hurry up because this is taking too long. I'll show you it from my point of view though. This is how they look from my point of view. Cute little bows, fishnet design as I said, and here is the toe area. Why do I have to keep showing you the foot where my toenail isn't done? Yeah, let's swap it over this way. Yeah, see, reinforced toe area. Remember, I used to love these tights so much. These are the Charnos sheer look. This is what the packaging looks like. So do with that what you will. But they're supposed to be like, when you put them on, they're supposed to look sheer, but they're supposed to be quite thick in denier. So like, you know, they look quite nude. Sheer look, yeah. I'm not sure how much they cost, but they're also a medium large. I feel like I had gotten them in my size, they would have looked so much better. Anyways, let's put them on. Again, they're not going to have the same effect as they would have if I got them in a size small to medium, but they will have to do. Yeah, we have them on. I did a horrible job of putting them on. There's so much fabric because, as I said, they're medium to large size. Oh no, they have a little snag on them. No, but it's like if I wear boots with it, it'll be fine. But like, do you see the sheer kind of look? Walk, fashion. Honestly, these were my #1 favorite tights, and I think they still are. So I feel like the tights that were like my favorites with last time that I filmed my favorites, they're still my favorites. Yes, yes. So obviously these are like a 1000, 1 million out of 10. These are like number one. I actually forgot that I have them. So this is great that I like did a little try on collection for 41,000 subscribers, because now I remember which tights that I have, so that like I don't end up buying more of the same ones. But like if I do, it'll be a great comparison to see which quality is better and which ones are more worth buying if I do, but like so that I don't buy the exact same style that I already have. These are higher denier, so I'd say they're probably something like the sheer text ones. But like you can see the fabric bunching up the same as like the other ones. But like these are my favorite tights, and as I said, I would wear boots with them because like I have a snag here already as well. But I've worn these tights so much that it like I'm surprised this is the only fault that they have. Okay, on to pair of tights number 25. This is another pair from Primark. These are the Rita Ora fashion tights, and they're kind of like in this winishy purplishy color, and they have like a little pattern on them, so let's try them on. On to pair number 25. I really like this one. This one was giving me like school uniform kind of vibes, because this is actually the school uniform color that I used to have. This is not the tights that we wore. We actually wore pants, not skirts. Like I know the other schools that have the same like name as ours and have this like the same uniform, just like in a different place, they wore tights like in a burgundy color, but they were never patterned. I wonder if we were allowed to wear patterned tights, because these would have been so cool. Oh. And I feel like a skirt is something that would have fit you for longer years, like from first year to last year, because I didn't grow at all, more than pants, because like, you know, the hem of the pants could get worn down a lot more. Obviously, since they have a more pattern thing going on, we're still keeping up with the black shoes. Oh, I don't think I have a lot of new tights in this bag. I think most of them are quite black in general. What do I rate these? Another 10 out of 10. It was like a staple for me during last year's autumn. I feel like it's going to be another staple for this year as well. Here they are from my point of view. Very nice. I'm actually surprised they don't have a single snag or anything. And they're also not, like surprisingly, they're not covered in a lot of cat hair, which is like one piece or something. Oh my gosh, this foot again. Go away. Okay, here we go. And that's the toe area. Next up, the dogs are going out for a walk, so they're very excited. So the next pair of tights, we have these silver kind of flowers on them. And like, I'm trying to feel around on the inside, like, you know, just to feel the fabric, like, you know, the other sparkly ones I said, even the Marlin ones where there was a line there, I could feel the sparkles and it felt itchy. Here, like, I can't even feel the line. Like, I'm going over the line and I can't feel the sparkles at all. Yeah, we are at number 26. Once we get to 30, I'll be so delighted with myself. These ones are so pretty. Like, they have quite a large pattern in terms of it's going like all the way up, but like it's also so subtle, and it's mostly like a line, and like where there's a flower or a little leaf, it's like not as reoccurrent as with the lines. But like trying on these tights, I definitely need to wash them because they're just so dusty and so covered in hair that I want to have them nice and clean for the winter. And like it hasn't gotten that cold yet, but I feel like maybe washing them in the winter, and like if it's like really freezing outside and I hang them out outside, it'll be quite good as well, because it's kind of like putting them in the freezer in a way, like, you know, if it's in like -degrees, right? But like I obviously then don't have to put them into the freezer. Anyways, very soft. I've had these like since my very first tights collection as well. As I said, most of the tights in this bag are from that kind of time. So what do I rate these? These are again another 10 out of 10. Ooh, our microphone is about to die, so we have to like really hurry this up, but I'll probably be coming back and taking a tiny little break to eat something. Even though I just ate, but like that was like an hour ago. I need to eat again in another hour. Ta-da! They are from my point of view. Like you can see all the little hairs on it, which is why I need to wash it, because like these have been under my bed since last year, and I tend to gravitate more towards like these tights that I've had in packages, because like it's easier to tell than a bunch of just like in here. They literally all just like look like this, like they all look the same. So like if I want to like see what they look like, I have to like take them all out, and I can't just like quickly look at the packaging. I have to take them out, put my hand through, is this what the pattern looks like, and so on and so on. Okay, and here is our foot area. You see it stops kind of around the reinforced toe area, the design. Now on to pair number 27. Not sure what tights these are, but they seem to be quite opaque. Definitely not Sheertex, and I do not see any branding on the inside. Here's our gusset area. I want to have a little bit of a lunch now, because it is now 12. The other way around. And my microphone had to charge for a little bit anyways, so yeah. My tummy nice and full, battery life fuller, which I didn't even turn on. Okay. I know you have all heard me anyways, just the quality isn't as... As I said, these are opaque tights. I swear to God, all of them seem to be like black tights, but I know that I have 2 pairs of red ones in there as well, so I promise they won't all just be black. So number 27 is very nice, very soft, very comfy actually. Nothing really extraordinary since they're just opaque black tights. They are, from my point of view, they do have a little bit of like a shimmer. Well, not a shimmer, like a glistening from the lights coming in on it. And here is our toe area. It does bunch up a little bit in the bottom. Again, these are a little bit of a thicker denier. I'd say they're 60. As I said, I do have some red ones. These are quite dark. These are the Soft Comfort Tights 50 Denier Appearance Calzedonia. Opaque, soft touch microfiber tights with comfortable waistband in the size number 3. So a size medium. How that would get you out. Okay. So these are number 28. Oh yeah. So this is our little waistband area. Here's the outside of our gusset, and here's the inside of our gusset. And here's our toe area. It does have a little bit of those peeking things, but I'm hoping once I put them on, it'll be fine. Number 28. I actually have a pair of heels in this kind of similar color, but I feel like, I don't know, whenever I wear black with black, I feel like it looks really nice together. But whenever I wear like color tights with the same color tights, I feel like they clash too much together. I don't know if you feel that way as well, but let me know down in the comments below if you agree with me. Or maybe you think that black on black also clashes together, because you're probably all sick of my heels, but I love them. So here they are. They are quite opaque. Again, they have the same color as my school uniform. I feel like these would have been so nice to wear. Oh, I regret not wearing skirts in school. I mean, nobody ever did. Everybody was wearing pants, so it would be really weird if I was the only one in that school who wore a skirt. But maybe if I wore a skirt, other people would have started wearing a skirt as well. Obviously, it's very clashy with this white top. I should have probably worn all black so that it doesn't look so weird. If I had a color top that's the same color, which I think I might have somewhere, but like I don't want to be changing clothes. This is a tights collection video, not my tops collection video. What do I rate these ones? 10 out of 10. They're very soft and like they do their job. Not a single run in them. They look very, very nice. They look very chic in a way. Like looking from here, I don't know why, but they give me kind of secretary vibes as well. And like not even a little bit of any fabric bunching at all, even though they were of the higher denier category. How much were they? 50 denier. So not that high. Like I feel like usually around the 80 kind of mark is when they start having that bunch of fabric, but these ones are so good. They look so nice. Now on to pair number 29. It's the same as the other tights, it's just a different color. And this one is Miko 50 Rosso Scuro. That's the color it is. So the other ones were a lot more of that kind of burgundy-ish, wineish color. These ones are like as red as you can get. I wouldn't say they're red like fire truck red, but they're definitely red. I feel like they're Christmas red. I'm hoping to post this video today, which is why I'm starting to kind of rush, because like it's already almost 1 o'clock. Why is the time going so quickly? I didn't show you gusset for these ones, but it's the exact same as the other tights. I think I put them on backwards from the way that I was wearing them last time, and I'm basing them off the fact that there's something on them on the side. But like, look at this color, it's so nice as well. Like, it's so hard to choose which ones I like more, but I feel like the other ones are a lot easier to style since they are a lot darker. These ones are a lot brighter in color, so they're gonna stand out a lot more. So if you're looking for a red that stands out more, this one would be better than the other one, but it's still subtle, as in it's not like fire truck red, you know, or like, it's kind of like a cherry red. I don't know what it is about these Calzedonia tights, but like, they're literally just like regular opaque tights, but like in a different color. But like, they just look like, the feeling of them, like they just look so sophisticated to me, and just so like perfect. I have a burgundy bag up there, but I feel like it doesn't match the other tights, but it doesn't match these ones either. Like, it's too bright for those ones, but it's too dark for these ones. Anyways, this isn't a bag collection, although I do have a couple of bags, but not enough for a collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have only 16 bags. Like, I don't have enough for a collection. Maybe I might film a video like that as well, actually. Yeah. Okay, so these are obviously a 10 out of 10, same like the other ones. These ones are also 50 denier, same as the other ones, and again, no bunching up of the fabric. They're literally perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Like, no scrunching up of anything, just perfect. Now onto pair number 40. I know I had said that, like, I feel like all the tights in this video are going to be, in this part of the video, are going to be black, because everything just happens to be mostly black, but apparently I was wrong. Like, I've had quite a few. I've had 1, 2, 3 red ones and a slight kind of the opaque brown ones that look quite nude, but like, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, now I have a pair of brown tights, number 30. Only 10 more tights to go. I'm going to have to definitely look up outfits to wear with brown tights, because I don't think I've ever worn these out. Maybe I have like once, but I do not even recall the time. Okay. But it is such a nice color. Like, it reminds me of coffee. Coffee. Like, I feel like it will look so nice in the autumn. Maybe like with, like, if I crocheted like a brown sweater. But like, what kind of skirt would I wear with it? And like a brown boot. No, maybe black boots, black skirt, and like a brown sweater. So it's like brown, and black. That would look so sick. Like, I definitely have to crochet myself a brown sweater. More yarn I have to buy. Yay! Oh my god, my yarn situation is actually getting a little bit more under control. I haven't bought any new yarn, and I've actually started using up a lot of more of the yarn that I do have. But most of the yarn that I'm using up is cotton yarn, which is the yarn that I prefer mostly. Like, the other one is kind of like, what was it called? It's like this, it's the kind of like chenille yarn. Yeah, I mostly have that one in all of the bottom drawer for making stuffed animals, because I thought that I'd start making lots of stuffed animals, but I don't enjoy it. I love making clothes. Anyways, I got a little bit off topic there. So I'm gonna put on the black heels, because I feel like, I don't know, this color is just like so interesting. Actually, it looks quite nice with the white and this, but I feel like the skirt doesn't match. Maybe if I had like a white skirt with these brown tights as well, it would look nicer. But like, the black, I don't know, I feel like the black and the brown doesn't go too well together. But maybe it's just that it's 3 different colors, I don't know. I actually have no clue where I even got these tights from, but they feel like the material of them feels the same as the Calzedonia tights. But again, I feel like all opaque tights kind of have the same feeling, really, like, now that I really think about it, except for the ones that looked really sheer. Those ones had a more synthetic, well, no, these ones have a more soft, kind of like that velvety kind of fabric, but the other ones were like more slippery kind of fabric, I guess I would use to describe it. And these ones, again, they do not have that bunching up of the fabric at the toes. Why were the sheer text tights so bad with that bunching up of the fabric? Like, why? And like, their fabric just felt like so, like, as I said, it felt like leggings, like pure leggings. So here they are from my point of view. Like from this point of view, with the black skirt and the black shoes, they look nice. But when you have the white top, oh, actually no, from this point of view, they look nice as well. I guess it's just when it's all of me in it that it looks not right. Or maybe it looks fine, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little too harsh on myself. Anyways, here is our foot area. No bunching up of the fabric, even when our foot is like bent, like normal. No, it's not like bent like broken, but like it's bent like the right way. It's not like in heels, you know, where it's like extra stretched out. We've officially hit number 30. Okay, so now we're moving on to number 31. Okay, do I have enough? Do we have 10 more tights? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I guess I'll be able to leave one pair of tights out. I have 2 of these sheer white ones, so I guess I'll just leave one of these sheer white ones out. Okay. I guess we'll do white ones since we haven't done any white ones at all. Let's try these on. Oh, okay. So you've seen the waistband. Oh, and they're inside out. They don't really have a gusset area, but they have, like, you know when you were a child and you wore them? Yeah, it has those kind of 2 in the back and 1 in the front. Are these children's tights? I don't think so. I don't recall buying children's tights, but maybe I bought them off of Shein. And maybe that's how they do them there. I don't know. I feel like white is just so angelic. And I feel like these are the first pair of tights that are actually going to match my top. So let's see how that looks. We're still going to wear the black shoes because it goes well with the black skirt. And I feel like, you know how I was saying with the brown tights, if I had a brown jumper and the black boots and the black skirt, maybe that'll look good. So this is kind of like the same outfit, but just with the white instead of the brown. So far, so good. Okay. It looks interesting, but like I feel like if I had a sweater, it would look better than the top that I'm wearing now. This top looked good with the first couple of tights, especially the ones that I had in the kind of proper packaging rather than the ones in the bag. I don't know, the ones in the bags are just not speaking to me as much, like in terms of matching with this top. But wow, I love white tights. They are so angelic. Again, as I said, all white tights seem to have like the same kind of like feeling. They're all soft. They're all fine. They're all good. Here they are from my point of view. I feel like from this point of view, they look like schoolgirl tights because they're so white. I don't know. And here is our toe area. Gotta fix that. Okay. Oh, obviously these aren't the best because like you can see, this is what I mean by those things poking out. Like it's just so visible. I don't like that. So we're currently at number 31 and this is going to be in number 32. This is another pair of white tights, but these ones are a lot more sheer. And these ones don't have a gusset at all, and it doesn't even have the 2 lines. It just has 1 line in the front and 1 line in the back. So let's put them on. Okay, before my microphone was dying and now my camera is going to be dying soon, so I hope we make it in time. So let's put on our first, well, not first pair, or next pair. So this is pair number 32, as I was saying, a lot more sheer than the other ones. I think last time that I tried them, I said that they had like a little bit of a pink hue underneath. I don't see it as much now, but we'll see once I put them on properly. I'm just way too ahead of myself. And it does have a reinforced toe area, which is great considering that these are like, you know, very, very sheer. They are very, very sheer. I can actually see like my legs through them very, very clearly. You can see my tattoo very clearly through them as well. Let's go with the blue. I feel like we haven't worn the blue heels in a while. Or did we even wear them at all? I feel like these blue heels and these white tights would actually look so sick together if I just had a different top. I think a jumper would look really well. Oh, it's getting really hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Yeah, I definitely feel like I need that gel thing at the back of these as well, because like, again, I have to really grip these shoes. I feel like maybe I look weird walking in these because I'm gripping the shoes. Yeah, that's my excuse. Not that I don't know how to walk, it's just that, you know, it's the shoes, guys. It's just the shoes. I obviously know how to walk in heels. I'm a girl. Anyways, this is how they look from my point of view. Ooh. And here is our reinforced toe area. It's good that they have it because, like, as you can see, it is a little bit darker than here. And you need that for your claws. Now on to number 33. We have a pair of nude tights. Oh my gosh. I think I'm getting a little tired. Yeah. I don't think you can ever go wrong with a pair of nude tights. Anyways, for the very, very sheer ones, I don't know what I'd rate them, honestly, because, like, they do feel not as soft. I don't know. I feel like I've just been trying on too many opaque tights, so I got to, like, their very velvety texture. But these ones are soft too. Oh, maybe, okay, I liked the darker, the more opaque version of the white tights rather than the very sheer ones. But I feel like the sheer ones look very nice as well. And they're just, like, so subtle. But, okay, so these ones need to be washed. I just thought that I had a bruise, but they just need to be washed. Upon putting them on, I've noticed, we'll put on the blue ones again, just to have them a few more times. But upon putting them on, I've noticed that these tights are quite small. They're very, very comfortable. They're very, very soft. Well, not comfortable, but, like, they're not tied around anywhere here. I can't get them up high enough. So I'll probably have to throw these out because I'm not bothered washing them and then just, like, leaving them there when I know that I can't, if I ever want to wear them, I can't wear them because they're not comfy. But at the same time, I've noticed that these are my only pair of completely nude tights. So maybe I should wash them and hold on to them. I think I will. But, like, also, this nude pair of tights, I feel like it matches my skin tone a lot. Well, actually, never mind. No, they are quite pale. I was gonna say they match me a lot more better than all the other ones, but now I don't think so. Yeah, they definitely feel really, really uncomfortable around this area. Like, it just feels too small. They just feel too small. Here they are from my point of view, and here's the place where I thought that I had a bruise, but no, they just need to be washed. I do have bruises on my legs, yeah, like didn't because I keep bumping into things, but, like, yeah. And here is the reinforced area. Like, these tights are actually quite perfect. Like, they feel nice. Oh, there's another one. What the hell was I doing in these tights? I must have been, like, in a garage, like, I don't know, doing something very important, because, like, it's just, like, and is it here as well? Oh my god, it is. Okay, these tights are going in the bin because I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered with this. Next up, we have these kind of, I don't know, they look like staticky to me, static gray. I got them in deals. I think I got them for like $2.50 maybe. Again, they give me school vibes. I just had a butterfly in my room and I am terrified of butterflies because of this one episode. So anyways, let's keep going on with this video. I just had to, my camera told me that my storage is full. Not only is it about to die, it also has full storage. Oh, good thing that we're already on number 34. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, oh wow. Honestly, like, I feel like it's autumn right now when I'm trying on these tights, even though it's still technically summer. As I said, I believe that I got these tights in deals for $2.50 because they're not too expensive, and I think they were, oh no, I think I actually got them for 50 cents in deals. Like, for 50 cents, these are great. Again, they're opaque, so as I said, all opaque tights kind of just feel the same smooth kind of thing, and they look nice around the ankle area. They're not bunching up in the toe area. But would I rate these? 10 out of 10. Honestly, I don't think I've seen a lot of designer tights have this kind of pattern. So this is something different, something really nice, and again, something you can wear around the house even, like, and especially for 50 cents, like, you're not gonna feel bad about wearing them around the house. Here they are from my point of view. I don't know why, but these ones are giving me school teacher vibes now. We're going through all the school years. And here they are. See, like, they look perfect. You can see they're a little bit more sheer around the toe area, but that just might be because I need to trim my nails. Like they're not that long, like, but, like, maybe I did them like a month ago, so, like, I could redo them. On to number 35. I can see already that these ones have a slight pattern to them, but maybe, or maybe not. So they look quite sheer, but I think they have, like, a little bit of a pattern near the gusset area. Yeah, see, they have like, well, this is the inside of the gusset. Here is the outside of the gusset, and you see there's like a little bit of a pattern going on around that area. 35, 35, 35. So I guess it's fine that I threw out the other nude tights, since I do apparently have another pair of nude tights. I hope that these ones actually fit me properly. And like, these ones are obviously better than those because they have a decorative pattern around the gusset area. So that makes them more high quality. How was the color? I think these are actually darker than all the other ones I've tried on. These ones are definitely a lot darker than all the other ones I've tried on. 35, we're at 35, we're almost there, oh my gosh. Well done to you if you have gotten this far in the video, and if you have gotten this far in the video, leave a heart emoji, or no. If you have stayed this far in the video, make sure to leave, you know, a firework emoji, because, you know, it was my birthday recently, so congratulations, kind of, you know. Anyways. Again, these are just regular nude tights. Second pair of nude tights that I think I've tried on. These ones are definitely a lot better than those, and these ones actually fit me perfectly. I'm starting to wonder where the hell did I even get the other pair, because those were tiny. Like, as I said, I'm a small medium, so those must have been an extra small for them to be that uncomfortable. 10 out of 10 for these. Like, the pattern around the gusset area makes them even like better. That's why they get the 10 out of 10. But at the same time, they're just regular sheer tights. But like, they are soft. Like, they're sheer, but they're soft. So 10 out of 10. Here they are from my point of view. And here is the toe area. You kind of can't really, there's not even a line around the kind of like reinforced toe area. But like, it looks fine. It looks fine. I'm just scared about my nails. Okay, so number 36. I think these are just a pair of regular sheer tights. Yeah, these are just regular sheer black tights. Here is the inner gusset, and this is the outer gusset. I have to take these out the right way. Obviously, I was in a very big rush taking these off and just throwing them into my bag. Probably last time that I was filming this video, because like towards the end it's just like, ugh, I just get rid of all these tights. Anyways, let's put these on for number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 36. Okay, number 36, lucky number 36. This is the third time that there's, well, first time this week since it is Monday, but second, last week there was 2 occurrences where there was butterflies in my room, and then this week there was another occurrence of a butterfly being in my room. I'm going to Google what that means. Yes, in many cultures, a butterfly appearing in your room is considered a sign of good luck, positive change, and transformation. It could either mean new beginnings, good news or opportunities, personal growth, or a positive sign around wishes, manifestations. I want that house, guys. I want that house. So it's a good thing that we have butterflies in our room. Okay. And yesterday there was a little spider crawling on me as well. And again, that's another. If there's a spider in your house, that's like good for like money in your, good luck for like money being there for you. I hope you understand what I meant. Okay, so this is another pair. These tights are also extremely tight, same as those very nude ones. So I'm going to throw these ones out as well at the end of this video. Now, I might have just kept all these tights just to have a larger number of tights for, you know, next time that I do the challenge of putting on a lot of tights. But damn, like, these are so uncomfortable. Like, the sheer text tights, those tights, and these tights. Those 3 tights must have been the downfall of my layering tights video. Anyways, I decided to put on the pink shoes for this one because these are so sheer. I don't know, I just feel like it looks nice. They definitely stand out so much. Again, with the top, if I had a different top, they would look way better. But as I said, oh, they are nice. Again, about the undertone. They have a really nice undertone, but because they are fitting so not nicely, I am going to have to throw them out. I have so much cat hair. Like, I don't know if you can see all the cat hair flying around when I'm taking out the tights, but there's so much in my mouth. I'm going to be coughing up hairballs later on. And here they are from my point of view. As I said, they're very nice tights. They just don't fit the nicest. And here is the reinforced toe area. For number 37, I have another pair of tights from Deals that are also inside out. Do they have a cotton gusset, or do they have a gusset in general? Let's have a look. No, they're just a line in the front and a line in the back. Again, these were another pair of tights just for 50 euro. They're kind of similar to the other ones, but these ones are a lot, they have a more brown undertone than the other ones. The other ones were a lot more grey. Number 37. I've already spent all day with these tights. Oh. This is a real workout. Okay, for these ones we're going to put on the black heels again. Okay. These ones are a lot darker than the other ones. Again, these ones are a brownish kind of color, but they have the same kind of pattern as the grey ones. But like they kind of just look like dark brown, like, or grayish. What the hell was I doing with them? Yeah, they're kind of like a more brownishy color in comparison to the grey ones. But like when I'm looking down at them, like they look like a mix of grey and brown together. Because again, they have that kind of like staticky colors, the same as the other one. But I'm not sure if it's as noticeable on camera as the other ones. So these ones, again, another out of 10 out of 10. Like they shouldn't be too hard to style. Like I feel like they even look good with this outfit. And here they are from my point of view. Like, do you see that kind of like staticky kind of, yeah, pattern? And here they are around the foot area. Again, those little ear things poking out. Okay, apparently I have a third pair of tights from that shop, from Deals, and I didn't even realize they had polka dots on it. Like, it's barely noticeable. I don't know, maybe it'll be more noticeable once I put them on, but I didn't realize it until I put my hand in, and then I can kind of feel it. I'm tired of sneezing. I'm truly tired of sneezing. Anyways, let's put these on, and these are pair number 38. I was gonna say, why did I get these tights, like, because they seem so similar to like the first pair of grey tights, but these ones are darker, but then they also have polka dots on them. Oh my god, they're heart-shaped. They're not even like regular polka dots, they're like heart-shaped. Oh. Okay, I'm ready. Black shoes. All the other tights that I have left are all black tights, so I'm assuming they're all either opaque or all sheer, or maybe a mix, maybe a mix of both, yes. From afar, it kind of just looks like polka dots. It's up close that you see that it's a heart, and only when I put them on. I feel like that this is like such a cute pair of tights to wear during the Valentine's Day seasons, because it's so not noticeable. Again, very comfy. As I said, all opaque tights feel the same. I feel like I'm just like repeating myself too much now as we're getting towards the end of the video, which is why the videos also seems to be going much faster now. Here they are from my point of view. Like, do you see those little hearts? Oh, so cute. Okay, and here is the toe area. These ones do not have those ears things going on. What the hell? They're all from the same brand and like all 50 cents. Why the hell are these ones fine? Not that I'm like complaining or anything. Anyways, number 39 now. This is another pair of polka dot tights. Huh, I was wrong when I said they're all just going to be sheer tights. Wow. So I guess this is one of my OG polka dot tights, but they're just sheer black, not like nude with black polka dots like my favorite pair of tights. They feel very stretchy. I wonder what size I got. I think my allergies are starting as well, because the inside of my mouth is starting to get itchy from all this hair. I'm actually allergic to cats. Fun fact. Like, I'm not really allergic to my cat anymore, but apparently I still am. But I'm allergic when I go to other people's houses and they have cats and I stay there for too long. Then my allergies really start. But my cats, I've gotten used to them. My allergies do not identify them as cats anymore. Okay, but occasionally they do. So these are very sheer, and I feel like the polka dots in the mirror, like when I'm very far away, it's not noticeable. It just looks like regular sheer tights. But they're very cute. They're very subtle. maybe I'll start liking them as much as I like my other polka dot tights, since these are the OG polka dot tights that I've had. But I'm just not feeling as crazy about them as I do about the other ones. Do you see what a difference it makes just from them being nude with black polka dots versus sheer black with black polka dots? Like, you might think you don't like polka dots, but maybe you just need to try a different color and then you like them. Anyways, another 10 out of 10. Like, I don't know why I haven't worn them, and they're like actually very, very soft again for a pair of sheer tights. And here they are from my point of view, very sheer polka dot tights. And there is the toe area. Obviously I didn't put it on properly. When do I ever? Are now at number 40, and these are just regular sheer black tights. Here's our little waistband, our little gusset. Do you see how much hair they're covered in though? This is why my allergies are starting to act up. Anyways, you'll see them when I put them on. Ooh. They're nice. They have a nice undertone. I remember someone commenting in my videos, why would you buy a pair of nude sheer tights? Like, what's the point of them? And it's like, so your legs look more polished, right? But like, apparently I don't even have that many nude pair of tights. But then again, I do tend to reach for them a lot more, and then they just get ripped. So that might be another reason why I only have one pair of pure nude tights. Okay, so I can't remember if we did pink or blue last time when we put on the other sheer ones, but we're gonna go for the blue ones again. Or maybe not again, because I can't remember. Okay, I hope that's it. Again, very, very soft. They do have a couple of runs on them, but again, these are the OG sheer tights that I have. I'm calling them OG because they were in the bag, so obviously they're a lot older than these ones because I've only started putting them in packaging recently, and recently I mean like for the last year and a half, maybe 2 years. So these ones have to be a lot older, you know. 10 out of 10, OG. Even with the runs in them. And here they are from my point of view. As I said, they do have a couple of runs on them, but nothing too sinister, nothing worth throwing them out for. And here is the toe area. Ooh, it's very dark. Very nice, very nice. Make sure that those toes do not come out. Now, on to our last pair of tights. And these ones give me ballerina vibes because, like, look at that. They're stocking effect, but then they have, like, oh my gosh, they're inside out as well. But then they have, like, this little bow thing going on. Extra nice. I want the bows in the back, so we're going to put them on this way. And this is pair number 41, so this is going to be our last pair of tights that we're putting on. I've already spent half of the day putting on these tights, so I'm happy this is the last pair. And it's actually a really nice pair of tights as well, that again, I forgot that I've had. I feel like these are so cute, and I love the little kind of ribbon effect that they have. Not just the ribbon of the bow, like the actual ribbon pattern as well. This is what they look like from far away. I feel like they look so cute, and the bows in the back, you can't really see them too well because they're basically like on the part. This one I feel like it's a little bit higher, but maybe I just need to pull these up a little bit more. Yeah, okay, so they're a little bit more visible now. But I feel like from far away you'll be like, you have something on your tights. It's only when you come closer that you can kind of realize that it's a bow thing. And I also feel like maybe if you're sitting somewhere, they might get like snagged and like pulled off and then you have a hole in your tights. Hasn't happened to me yet, but it could happen to somebody else. So obviously a 10 out of 10. These are so cute. And here they are from my point of view. This is the design that I was kind of talking about. Again, knee-high kind of effect. I'm not wearing heels, so my legs don't really look like they're very much aligned. But anyways, this is our toe area. And that concludes our video for today. Comment down below which pair of tights is your favorite, or if there's any pair of tights that you think that I haven't tried out that I should definitely try out. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!